Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Parents' Night 2021. This is a small way for the athletic department to say thank you to all those behind the scenes during the football season. The parents, the grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, the entire community. First, we have number 2, senior John Parton, escorted by his parents, Leonard and Vicki Parton of Lueda. Number 3, sophomore Joshua Collins, escorted by Benji and Amanda Collins. Parents, Taylor, his sister, Isaiah, his brother, of Kirkland's Creek. Number 3, Josh Collins. Number 4, senior Zach Stepp, escorted by Summer Tipton, fiance, Oakland, a daughter, Chastity and Michael Stepp, his parents, of the Alarka community. Number 5, sophomore Reese Winchester, escorted by his mother, Christy Brooks, also Jessica, Ashley, Brett, Kennedy, Riley, and Avery, his brothers and sisters of Bennett Hill. Number 5, Reese Winchester. Number 6, senior Donovan Gruenwald, escorted by Kayla Arch, his mother, Genevieve, his sister, of Wolftown. Number 6, Donovan Gruenwald. Number 7, sophomore James Stroman, escorted by Coach Eric Stevenson of the Whittier community. Number 8, junior Austin Jenkins, escorted by Doug DeHart, his grandfather, of the Lueda community. Number 8, junior Austin Jenkins. Number 9, senior Cameron Blankenship, escorted by Coach Neil and Sonia Blankenship, his parents, also his sister Arizona, and Barbara Blankenship, his grandmother. Number 9, senior Cameron Blankenship. Number 10, junior Gabe Lillard, escorted by Steve and Sherman Sutton, his parents, Shelby and Alicia, his sisters, Damien, his brother, of Wolftown. Number 10, junior Gabe Lillard. Number 11, sophomore Jalen Powell, escorted by his mother, Megan Powell, Jimmy Pheasant, his grandfather, Lily Powell, Lilu of Birdtown. Number 11, sophomore Jalen Powell. Number 12, sophomore Lawson Woodard, escorted by Lonnie and Cindy Woodard, his parents, and his brother Logan of Alarka. Number 12, sophomore Lawson Woodard. Number 13, sophomore Josiah Glaspie, escorted by Tana Glaspie, his mother, of Kirkland's Creek. Number 13, sophomore Josiah Glaspie. Number 14, senior Gavin Lanning, escorted by his father, Max Lanning, Tiffany and Tony Deladona, mother and stepfather, his sister Hazel, and his brother Brennan. Number 14, senior Gavin Lanning of Airport Hill. Number 15, senior Cooper Hyatt, escorted by his parents, Travis and Lee Hyatt, Kinsley, his sister, of the Toothala community. Number 15, senior Cooper Hyatt. Number 17, junior Landon Mance, escorted by Sue and Stephen Mance, his parents, of Hospital Hill. 17, junior Landon Mance. Number 20, junior Dawson Fuller, escorted by his parents, Tommy and Anna Fuller of Franklin Grove. Number 20, junior Dawson Fuller. Number 23, junior Brody Woodson, escorted by his sister, Alicia Al of SoCo. Number 23, junior Brody Woodson. Number 25, sophomore Dawson Cody, escorted by Chad and Penny Cody, his parents, Jordan, his brother, Nikki, Bentley, and Bailey, his sisters, Jack and Gunner, his nephews of Franklin Grove. Number 25, sophomore Dawson Cody. Number 32, senior Carson Taylor, escorted by Janaea and Tony Taylor, his parents, Dolores Murphy, his grandmother, and Nellie Taylor, his grandmother of Birdtown. Number 32, senior Carson Taylor. Number 33, sophomore Lucas Sutton, escorted by his mother, Jamie Sutton of Birdtown. Number 45, sophomore Ray Aguilar, escorted by his mother, Crystal Aguilar of Kirkland Creek. Number 47, Brandon Frost, escorted by his mother, Amber Welch, Claude Welch, his stepfather, and Abby, his sister of Alarka. Brandon Frost, number 47. Number 51, sophomore George Hyatt, escorted by his parents, Alex and Tina Hyatt, Michael and Martha Patterson, uncle and aunt of Dillsboro. Number 51, George Hyatt. Number 54, Braylon Aldridge, Jr., escorted by his parents, Kel and Katie Aldridge, and his sisters, Lexi and Kara. 54, Junior Braylon Aldridge. Number 55, Matthew Ferguson, escorted by Juliet and Neil Ferguson, his parents, of Wolftown. Number 56, senior Cole Weichel, escorted by Jesse Camacho and Alex Camacho, his parents. 56, Cole Weichel, senior. Number 58, junior Ashton Ball, escorted by Cindy Cody, his grandmother of Deep Creek. 58, junior Ashton Ball. Number 59, freshman Insay Unfer, escorted by Tina Doncor, his mother, and Mundy Ufert, his father. Number 59, freshman Insay Ufert of the 3,200-acre track. Number 64, junior Ben Payne, escorted by his parents, Keith and Rachel Payne of Jackson Line. Number 64, junior Ben Payne. Number 65, senior Connor Driver, escorted by Tommy Driver, his father, Natalie Driver, his mother, and Ellie, his sister, of Galbraith Creek. Number 72, senior Zach Torres, escorted by Austin Whichhead, his brother, of Silva. 72, senior Zach Torres. Number 74, sophomore Nolan Fisher, escorted by Justin and Carla Fisher, his parents, of Whittier. Number 78, junior Conrad Henderson, escorted by Bobby Crisp of Needmore. Number 78, junior Conrad Henderson. Number 79, Leland L.D. Luquire, escorted by his mother, Samantha Smith, of Wolftown. Number 81, senior Nathan Bogdanovich, escorted by Nancy and Joe Bogdanovich, his parents, of Schoolhouse Hill. Number 81, senior Nathan Bogdanovich. Number 82, sophomore Marcus Young, escorted by his grandmother, Kay Smith, of the Alarka community. Number 81, correction, 82, sophomore Marcus Young. Now the Swain County High School cheerleaders. First, we have senior Maggie Brindle, escorted by her parents, Ronnie and Sherry Brindle, and her sister, Macy Brindle, of the Alarka community. Next, Chloe and Isabel Lambert, seniors, escorted by their parents, Willie Lambert and Heather Sanook, stepmother, Amber Lambert, grandparents, Willie and Mary Lambert, and sister, Jocelyn Sanook of Birdtown. Mahala Bird, a junior, escorted by her parents, AJ and Casey Bird of Wolftown. Mahala Bird. Junior Isabella Garcia, escorted by her mother, Lisa Young, and sister, Gabrielle Garcia of Birdtown. Junior Isabella Garcia. Brianna Riddenpaugh, a junior, escorted by her mother, Amber Platt, Elliot Shell, her siblings, Emma Riddenpaugh, Carrie Graves, and Tyler Nicholson, and her uncle, Dave Spivey, grandmother Joyce Spivey of Shepherd's Creek. Shelby Smith, Jr., escorted by her parents, Matt and Lacey Smith, her brother, Hunter Smith, grandparents, Paul and Pumpkin Smith, and Aunt Megan Smith of Birdtown. Shelby Smith, Jr. Ayanna Tornita, Jr., escorted by her parents, Elrod Tornita and Misty Littlejohn, and her siblings, Tia Tornita and Isaiah, and Nathaniel and Hunter Littlejohn of Yellow Hill. Ayanna Tornita. Junior Bree Wesley, escorted by her grandparents, Grover and Diane Hyde of Alarka. Lindley Wyatt, Jr., escorted by her parents, David Wyatt and Dr. Reva Ballou, and grandmother Carla Ballou of the Barkers Creek community. Sophomore Savannah Cunningham, escorted by her parents, Brett and Sarah Bradley, her siblings, Luca Bradley, Sully Cunningham, aunt, Raven Bradley, and grandmother Ramona Bradley of Ela. Savannah Cunningham, sophomore. Sophomore, Eliana Demonay, escorted by her parents, Paula and Greg Demonay of Lenz Creek. Sophomore, Eliana Demonay. Sophomore, Abby Loftus, escorted by her parents, Branton and Lisa Loftus, and her siblings, Savannah, James, Carly, and Judson Loftus of Franklin Grove. Sophomore, Anna Morgan, escorted by her parents, Alan and Cynthia Morgan of the Silver Mine community. Freshman, Julie Donaldson, escorted by her parents, Boyd and Kimberly Donaldson, and sister Jill Donaldson of the Galbraith Creek community. Freshman, Sienna Shepard, escorted by her parents, Cecil and Donna Shepard of the Painttown community. Freshman, Sienna Shepard. Freshman, Alden Thomas, escorted by her parents, Brian and Jennifer Thomas of Toothala. Freshman, Alden Thomas. Happy birthday, son. Freshman, Acacia Rukoski, escorted by her parents, Drew and Jennifer Rukoski, and her brother, Kellen Rukoski of Robbinsville. Freshman, Akasha Rutowski. And those are the cheerleaders this year for the Swain High Maroon Devils. And various and sundry coaches on the field. Welcome to Swain County Memorial Stadium in Du Bois Deeds Field, home of the Swain County High School Maroon Devils. Outstanding support for sportsmanship, long-time traditions with the people of Swain County. The idea of friendly competition is basic to interscholastic athletics. Our visiting team and their fans are our guests, and as such, a special welcome is extended to our visitors from Cherokee High School. Starters for the visiting Cherokee Braves. Number 2, Donald Bradley, a 5'11", 160-pound senior at quarterback and cornerback. Number 3, Michael Driver, running back, a sophomore. Number 6, Ditzy Pepion, outside linebacker, free safety, a junior. Number 10, Raymond Bradley, wide receiver, sophomore. Number 12, Kate Smith, running back and wide receiver. Number 14, Michaela Four-Killer Raby, cornerback, senior. Number 22, Cameron Lane Sampson, tight end and outside linebacker. 25, Elijah Waddy, fullback, offense, defense, outside linebacker, a 5'11", 200-pound senior. Number 51, Sam Bernheisler, offensive lineman, a 6'5", 295-pound senior. Number 55, Xavier Otter at guard, a 5'8", 225-pound junior. Number 58, James Reed, defensive end, 6'3", 235-pound senior. Number 60, Luke Smith, defensive end, freshman. Number 61, Kenson Davis, defensive tackle, junior. Number 63, Luke Flaming Bear, defensive end, sophomore. Number 66, Lloyd Tisateski, tackle, defensive tackle, sometimes nose guard, a senior. Number 67, Jose Salinas, defensive tackle.
Yeah, so the microphone on my headset's broken, so it's not working, so I'm using the shotgun mic right now. Okay, so you guys ready to get started? Okay. Yeah, well, that's a good mic, but all right, stand by. I'm going to do our intro. When the intro is over, you guys will be live, okay? Emma, you ready? Okay, stand by. Here we go. Hold on a second, guys. I have a problem going on. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
Live from Swain County Memorial Stadium and Boy Steets Field here at Swain County High School on the Friday night before Halloween. This is Maroon Devil football live on the Maroon Devils Network as our Devils are ready to take on our cross-county rival, if you will. The Cherokee Braves are in town here tonight. Hi, everybody. Gary Ayers along with Coach Rod White. And, Coach, anytime, we've talked about the rivalry between Murphy and Swain, Robbinsville and Swain. And this one, it's a little different, but it's still a huge rivalry because, hey, we're only 10 miles apart between Cherokee and Swain County High School.
That's right, and a lot of these kids are kin to each other on opposing sides, so it makes for an interesting night. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of moisture in the air tonight and on the field. And my wife made a comment earlier today. She said, I think we played more ball games in the rain when you were coaching than we played on a dry field. She may have a point, thinking back over the years,
We had a lot of wet ball games, no question. It seemed like every time we went to Rosman, we were playing in the rain. And we played a lot of games here at Swain County High School. And Coach, I'm really impressed over the years at the work you and so many people did keeping the field in as good a condition as it is here tonight, despite playing all those wet rain games.
Yeah, it gets torn up. Don't get me wrong. Anybody knows anything about this this type of grass, this type of turf, having to deal with Bermuda grass, and this is a hybrid kind, but it still gets torn up, but it heals fast, and that's what you got to watch for is getting out here, and I guarantee you Coach Blankenship will be mowing this tomorrow morning, even if it's raining, because once you mow it, it starts growing again, and it'll hide a lot of damage. And I remember the first game we played on this field, I actually had folks come down after the ball game, had it announced to come and help us put the divots back because the grass hadn't settled in enough into the sand that we had put down, and everybody out of the stand just came out there on the field and fixed the divots back just like you would on a golf course.
That's cool. Talking about mowing, it makes me think of course, Coach Boyce Dietz when he was here, and our field is named after him. And that was one of his joys, I think, was getting out here on a tractor and mowing this field.
Oh, yeah, he'd mow it when it didn't need to be mowed. And then sometimes he wouldn't mow it. It was according to who we were going to be playing. And if it was going to be raining, let me tell you, he had all kinds of little tricks. Now, whether or not it actually worked, I don't know. But now there was a lot of people complained over the years that the grass was too long or it was too short or it's too wet. And I do know for a fact that if he thought he wanted to slow folks down, that you'd go out there and it hadn't rained like in 5 days, and this field would be soaking wet because we have a sprinkler system. And I know that for a fact because he wanted this field to maybe slow some folks down.
Hey, we wanted a true home field advantage. Is
Exactly.
what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
And talking about Coach Dietz, I want to pass this on. I know he's had a health issue or two lately, but he's doing much better and feeling better, and I'm really happy for him. And right now, we're going to be breaking for just a moment as we switch over to Bob Thomas for our pregame prayer and introductions and our national anthem. So let's do that right here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Who's a senior here at Swain High. Her activities include the chorus. Also, she's a varsity cheerleader, and she's very active in the youth group at First Baptist Church in Bryson City. And after graduating from high school, she plans to attend a 4-year college. Our invocation tonight by Miss Alden Thomas.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and for allowing us to gather tonight for this game. Thank you to both communities. We pray for the safety that are all present. Players, coaches, cheerleaders, band members, and fans. May everyone show good sportsmanship both on and off the field. Please give everyone a safe trip home tonight. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
For many decades, the traditional values of courtesy, patriotism, and discipline have been a part of the culture of the western North Carolina mountains and Swain County. If you will now face the north end of the stadium, turn your attention to the American flag, we will pay tribute to this great nation of ours and all the freedoms it represents. We ask everyone in the stadium to remove hats and to stand at attention in true reverence, that all talking and other distractions cease while the Swain County High School Marching Band plays our national anthem. Thank you.
Fans, welcome back here on this kind of a drizzly Friday night here at Swain County Memorial Stadium, again in Boy Steets Field. Everybody getting ready for a kickoff here coming up in just a few minutes. And looking out there right now, we are seeing just a little bit of drizzly rain out there. It's just kind of light, fine drizzle. It's not a hard downpour by any stretch, but obviously the field is still soft. The grass is going to be wet because Coach is drizzling just enough to be kind of miserable, if you will.
Yeah, it's not so much, and the ground's going to hold up. You're going to be able to get some traction. The thing about it is everything's going to get wet. Yeah. Everything. Your jersey gets wet, your pants get wet, your socks are wet, you feel heavy, the balls are wet, they get slimy when they get wet. That leather gets slimy, and you got to really stay on top of that during the course of the game. And
slick,
and there should, I used to say we can't use that as an excuse. We've got to have, keep things dried off, and you got somebody assigned to that. I know Coach Blankenship does, and just taking care of it. We'd go through 20, 25 towels during an hour and a half and then throw them in the dryer in the field house in between. If you was on the road, just take that many more towels.
Yeah. Now, Coach, I've heard this all my life. I'm sure you have too, that while on a wet field, hey, the receiver has the advantage because he knows where he's going to go in his route. And the defender is kind of at a disadvantage on a wet field tonight. Is there really anything to that, or is that just kind of an old football tale?
It's true because receivers, if they can't run, on a wet surface. Even though the ground's in great shape and all that, he knows the steps he's going to take. He knows when to gather his feet under him. He knows when to shift his weight back over his feet. A defender, when he opens his hips up and he's running to change directions, he's got to stick that back foot in the ground. Well, that's 1 foot, and buddy, a lot of times you'll slide right out from under you, and you'll kick up, back up behind you, and you're stuck there.
And Coach, coming in tonight, of course, talking about the Cherokee Braves and the Maroon Devils, two teams that I think really want to establish the run, especially Cherokee even more so than Swain County. So obviously, playing on a wet field tonight, the linemen, they're going to have to hold their blocks maybe a little longer, but the running game is going to be key for, I think, both teams.
Oh, yeah, and driving your feet, moving your feet, keeping traction on a wet field, and these running backs finding seams and getting in them. Both teams want to run the football, for sure. I think we are a little more capable of the passing game than maybe Cherokee is, but that's yet to be seen.
No doubt. Talking about some of the guys who are going to have a huge impact on the running game tonight, we understand Chase Calhoun is going to be back playing tonight. He's been injured. He's a good running back. Sophomore, 46 carries, over 300 yards. Averages almost 7 yards a carry with 5 touchdowns. But their go-to guy is Donald Bradley, the senior quarterback. He has 715 yards on the ground, almost 6 yards a carry, 13 touchdowns. As you mentioned, they don't throw it quite as much. They're 31 of 67 passing, 372 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the year. But along with Donald Bradley and Chase Calhoun, they have some other guys in the backfield who are getting it done. Michael Driver, Malachi Forkiller, and Elijah Waddy. So they have a stable of running backs, a little bit like Robbinsville.
Yeah, they do, and it's going to be interesting to see how they use them tonight. Yeah, Bradley is a weapon. He has been since he started for them, and it's just been one of those things that you got to find ways to stop him. You can't let him get out there and run all over the field on you because he's fast, he's strong. He's very, very capable, and it's going to be a difficult battle to see what we can do with him and with Calhoun.
Talking about our own running backs, of course, we have a lot of guys who can do things with the football. Josh Collins has really been coming on and playing great football. Donovan Groenwald, we like to use him in that jet sweep. Of course, we got that battering ram in the backfield, Carson Taylor. And to me, this is kind of Carson's kind of night. When you've got a strong, physical running back like Carson Taylor, he can really make people, if they're a little off balance on a wet field, he can make them pay.
Yeah, I would really like to see Coach Blankenship and Coach McMahon use him more tonight, simply for that. He's a ball control type running back, and plus, when he gets out there in that open grass, and he gets one-on-one with your secondary players, they're in trouble. They really are. I mean, he can be tackled, but you're going to pay when you go to get him.
Oh, no doubt. Of course, our quarterback can run and throw. Talking about Gabe Lillard, he's coming in with 665 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, a couple of picks, but 500 yards rushing as well on 106 carries. So he is a weapon that I think is just maturing if he can keep maturing and getting better and better.
Yeah, right now just making sure that he controls the football. It's going to be in his hands every snap. We know that, so it's going to be one of those things that he's in charge and show his generalship out there again. Especially after the losses that we've had to eat here in the past 7 days. So now it's time for them to turn it on up. The playoffs are going to be starting. It's all still up in the air to see where we're going to be. Who we be playing, but now if you're going to come on, right now is the time.
Oh, no doubt. And you talked about that, Coach. There is a kind of a theory that the winner of this game will more than likely have a home playoff game. The loser, maybe not. The loser may have to play on the road. And as we look at the RPIs right now, and this is taking into account our loss Tuesday at Robbinsville. Right now, of course, Eastern Randolph still the number 1 seed in the Western bracket. Mount Airy number 2. Mitchell is number 3. That's a team Andrews beat, which is a big win for Andrews. Then we come on down. We've got Robbinsville at number 6, and if they win tonight, they're going to be the conference champs. Murphy is right behind them, or Robbinsville number 7 rather. Right behind them is going to be Murphy at number 9. Mountain Heritage, a team we played and played them very close, number 10. And then our Maroon Devils are number 11 in the RPI, and we're projected to be a wild card because we obviously can't win the conference.
Right.
And then Andrews down at number 14, Cherokee number 15, and Hayesville rounding out the conference way down at number 22. But Robbinsville at 3-1 in conference play. Again, they're hosting Hayesville tonight. They're going to be a favorite there. Murphy is going to be at Andrews tonight. They're also 3-1. Our Maroon Devils and Cherokee are tied, actually, at 2-2 in conference play. Then Andrews and Hayesville are tied at 1-3. So there's still some action to be made in the conference. If Robbinsville wins, they're going to be conference champs. If Murphy wins tonight at Andrews, they're going to wind up number 2, and we'll see who's going to be 3-4 with our game tonight.
That's right, and you know, it's you want to get, if you can get a home game out of this, then that's what you're after. I mean, nobody wants to be road warriors. We've been road warriors before in playoffs, and it's difficult. It's not an easy task every week to be traveling into somebody's place till you finally end up with somebody with a worse record than you. And I don't understand all the ranking procedures nowadays. It's way over my head. It really is. But you know, it is what it is, and we're going to live with it and see what happens.
Yeah, I know some of the formula they use, some of the criteria. It's your record, your opponent's records, and your opponent's records. Those are all figured into the formula that is then fed into a computer.
Well, good luck with that.
No kidding. No kidding.
You lost me. You lost me after the second opponent. Yeah. Okay.
So there is a lot to be said. Now, tomorrow, of course, the North Carolina High School Athletic Association will be having their brackets announced. There are 34 1A teams in the western part of North Carolina. 32 of those are going to be in the playoffs, so that means our entire conference is going to be there. Now, obviously, we want to be as high a seed as we can, so hopefully we can maybe get a lower seed in that first round game, but there's a lot to be said.
There is. You really don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how all the ball games settle out tonight, and that'll clarify things, and we'll know more by the week when the weekend's over.
That's it. When the weekend's over, we'll have the pairings and where we're going to play, who we're going to play, and everything that involves in that. Fans, stay tuned. We'll come back after we recognize our great sponsors here tonight as we take on the Cherokee Braves here at Swain County. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back again in the drizzly rain here at Swain County High School. Our guys getting ready to take on the Cherokee Braves. As you can see down on the field, our captain's getting the opening instructions from the officials with Kit Maxey down there in the rain with his camera. Up on top, we got Joe Holt and Emma Dingle up there. And I tell you, you know, Coach, it's cool in here, but at least we're dry up there on top. It's breezy, and it gets cold up on top of the press box.
Well, Joe hadn't got my instant replay hooked up, so it serves him right. He's going to have to stay up there in the rain. I feel sorry for Emma. Bless her heart. She's got to be up there with him, but yeah.
So So right now, the Maroon Devils, again, on the Cherokee Braves, getting the coin toss and everything underway. The Braves getting ready to take the field. They've got their own big banner down there. Of course, our Maroon Devils getting ready to walk around the track here. And that's a great tradition. I hope that will always be here, Coach. That's something everybody likes.
Yeah, the players, they really enjoy that. And it's everybody's got their own way of doing things, and this just has become part of it. And over the years, it's a lot of fun to watch it, and it adds a whole lot to the atmosphere.
It really does. And we got some other events coming up. As a matter of fact, coming up tomorrow up at like we used to call Governor's Island up there at Ferguson Fields. It's now called Katua. It's going to be the Western North Carolina cross country event coming up tomorrow up there. And our teams have really been outstanding in that regard. I know our 2021 Lady Devils track team, of course, won the state championship. But that's always a big event up at Katua, and we hope the weather is going to be favorable, and we have a great meet up there tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going. That place is great. We've talked about that before up there. A lot's been done with it. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place just to go hang out. And I've seen everything from wedding photos being made up there, all kinds of crazy stuff. It's pretty neat.
It really is a beautiful field. And then coming up on Monday, our men's soccer team here at Swain County High School are going to be playing right here on this field at 7 o'clock on Monday against Queens Grant. I know Coach Scott Klein has done a great job with that team, and they're in the playoffs again this year. And we want to wish them the best, and hopefully the field won't be torn up too bad after tonight so we can play soccer here on Monday.
Well, like I said, this stuff's been here a while. It's resilient. You can tear it up a lot if you do anything for any length of time in one spot. Yeah, it's like any place else. You can wear it out, but this field gets a lot of use, and as you look at it, the center of the field looks great. Normally, that's the first thing that goes is between those 30-yard lines. You'll start seeing a lot of deterioration in the middle of the field, but this grass is so well established, and Coach Blankenship and the groundskeepers do such a great job of taking care of it, and you got to overdress it with sand every year and aerate it, verticut it, and keep it mowed.
It takes some work. It's interesting now, of course, every school in Haywood County, Pisgah, Tuscola, the only two, of course, but they have turf. And then you go to every school in Henderson County and Buncombe County, they're all artificial turf. So it's becoming almost a normal thing, even at the high school level, to see that.
Yeah, I think the last place, it's gone. It's come to some of the schools. Of course, Cherokee has it at their place.
Yeah, Hayesville.
Hayesville's got it, but you want to hang on to this grass as long as you can. I mean, you really do. It's a special surface, and it's more natural to me than anything else that there is.
And I think players would much rather play on grass.
They would. I mean, for the most part, once you start talking to kids, especially after they've been around a while, and you even talk to college athletes, and they'll tell you the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
They prefer those grass surfaces.
And it helps them feel a little better on Saturday morning after playing on Friday night.
Yeah, I don't care how soft they make that turf, it's still hard, and you're going to hurt.
Here we go. Opening kickoff is going to be controlled by the Maroon Devils, as we'll take it at a knee down at the 38-yard line. Getting on it down there on our kickoff return team is going to be Reese Winchester. A little squib kick down the middle. Not sure what the strategy was there, but our Maroon Devils are going to have it in great shape here, Coach.
Yeah, that's exactly how they that's part of their weaponry. They expect you to fumble that football. They want you to try to return it, and they're on top of you, try to knock that ball out.
So now the Maroon Devils first down and 10, just underway first quarter. As we come out, got a wing on the right side. Here comes the quarterback running to the right side, tries to turn the corner. Going to be knocked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of about 7.
Yep.
Good play on first down.
Great
There's
play.
Donald Bradley already.
Yeah, Bradley coming up to make the tackle, but we just kind of outspeeded him to the corner there, running the option look. And Gabe did a great job of hanging on to the football and getting what he could out of it. We set it up with a little bit different blocking scheme, using the wing back as an extra blocker, using Grunwald in there to block down on that edge there and cut those linebackers off.
And some guys we got to watch. Elijah Waddy, the leading tackler for the Braves, 60 tackles. Cameron Lane Sampson has 30 tackles. Those are some of the guys, along with James Reed, got to be accounting for. Got a man in motion. He goes to the left side. It's going to be Donovan, and we run straight ahead. There's Josh Collins.
Yep.
First down at the Cherokee 48-yard line.
Yeah, run right at them, and we're not doing anything any different right there. That was kind of a bend back option look where they run the dive play, and we end up just hitting the seam and running with it.
And a good seam at that at the 48-yard line. First down and 10 now. 1 minute gone here in this first quarter as our Maroon Devils are trying to establish early momentum, get something on the board. Got Twins on the right side here, strong side right. Donovan going in motion to the left side now. Single coverage over there as Gabe is going to step up, and he is in trouble already at the line of scrimmage. Bounces off and gets nowhere because there was just no seam there at all.
No, and I didn't see exactly what was supposed to be happening right there. We had a running back come to the line of scrimmage like the ball was supposed to be going away, and he really didn't make an attempt to block right there, and Carson didn't, and I think he was a little confused on what they were doing.
So now it's going to bring up second down. We still need about 9. Picked up maybe a yard. Again, not a huge crowd on either side of the field here tonight at Swain County Memorial Stadium in the rain. For Cherokee or Swain, got Donovan over here on the left side. He got it, but not much as Cherokee covered it very well over there on the stop. One of those Cameron Lane Sampson among the tacklers on that play. Now third down and 9 coming up.
Yeah, made it a little tough on ourselves right there. It's a good idea to throw the ball out there to the wide side of the field and put your athletes out there to try to make stuff happen.
And, Coach, you know, talking about athletes, Cherokee has always been blessed with athleticism. They've always had great athletes. So I think the key tonight, whoever plays with intensity and emotion.
Oh, yeah. And here we got motion coming again with Grunwald in there. You see him slip just a little bit on that wet surface.
Cuts upfield, got a penalty flag down. I think we're going to have motion.
Yeah, I think we were moving it before the ball snapped just a little bit there. Somebody bobbed a head or something.
Yep. So that's going to bring up now third down and about 13 or 14. Instead of third and 9 with 9.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. So we move back to our 48-yard line. So now, obviously, you got to be thinking pass if you're the Brave defense. One of those guys back there, Caden Smith, going to be the deep man at safety.
Yeah, and there's two trains of thought defensively right here. One is get after him, blitz, try to make him throw it off time. We're going to run out of the gun this time. We'll see what happens. Good pass blocking. Got one linebacker in charge of him there.
And the pass is going to be, almost caught. Cooper Hyatt was down there. Pretty good coverage down there as well. Double coverage with Caden Smith, but just couldn't come down with it.
Yeah, but both he and Bradley both went up for the ball and went right to – Bradley had good coverage on him.
Yeah.
But that's a jump ball. That's what you refer to as a jump ball. And you throw it up there and see if your guy can go get it. And he's done a real good job of that this season. And every time, Cooper's good about going up and getting that ball.
That ball hung up a long time.
Sure did.
Now coming on to punt is going to be Gavin Lanning. And back deep, of course, going to be Donald Bradley. Back there with him, Caden Smith. Oh, big rush. But good punt by Gavin. Fair catch at the 23-yard line. Oh, we hit him.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a penalty flag. You can't hit a guy with a fair catch.
Yeah, and that
hurts.
That's Gabe. And Gabe's the long snapper, and I don't think he even saw the fact that he signaled for the fair catch. And Gabe, he's unblocked because you can't rush there. So a lot of people don't assign many folks to block the long snapper, and he's fast enough to get down. He's made a lot of tackles on punts this year.
Yep. So now the line of scrimmage is going to be somewhere out across the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
They haven't walked the penalty off from the 21-yard line with 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. And so it's going to be up near the 36-yard line. First and 10. Braves now will come out with 2 wide to the left side, and let's see what they do offensively. Of course, the go-to guy, as we mentioned, Donald Bradley, the quarterback. He's under center and very deep eye.
Deep eye backs, almost 10 yards deep. Wow. Isolation.
Right up the gut. Yep. Here they come, and they run it for a first down on the first play. That's Michael Driver, and he's hit by Josh Collins.
That's just as simple a blocking up front as you're going to see. And they turn down and turn out block and leave the linebacker standing, and the big fullback is up on the linebacker, and we saw the same thing. Robbinsville ran the same stuff out of their eye backs, that and the counter on Tuesday.
And now they're going to line up in the same formation again. Very deep eye backs. I mean, they're way back there behind the quarterback. Got a receiver on each side, and here they go with the same play right ahead. This time we stop it in the hole.
Yeah,
in
this
a
time
hurry.
Carson saw it coming. And when you could see it that soon and you can meet that fullback at the line of scrimmage or on their side of the line of scrimmage, you generally blow that play up. You ain't got to make the tackle, which Carson did, but you do got to stop that forward movement of that fullback.
Huge play. Connor Driver and Carson Taylor, outstanding play as they had that gap totally sealed off. Second down and 10, no gain. But we can see both teams trying to kind of feel each other out and see what they can establish.
Gonna run out of a little bit of a wing T look right here now. Twins over here to this side of the field. And we can, there again, anytime you can read those two guards pulling up.
Go to the short side.
Same plays that we saw from Murphy and Robbinsville. That's a buck trap and the buck sweep. And that looked more like that was going to be the sweep play.
Bogdanovich really shut that play down. He was all over it. That's a loss of almost 2 yards. So talk about seeing it with his eyes and reacting.
Yeah, and right here, now again, and I hate to beat a dead horse every ball game. Over here's this wide side of the field, and like you say, they're going to put athletes over here, and they're going to try to break something. I feel like over here, but maybe not necessarily. But that's what I'd be defending right now is this wide side of the field.
Third down and 12. Braves at the 46-yard line. Maroon Devils now with a 3-man front. 7-10 and counting. First quarter, no score. And back to throw. Donald fires, got his, knocked away at the last second, in and out of the hands of Cameron Lane Sampson. But just a good play to knock that ball away literally as it got there.
Yeah, it shows you how much I know. They threw the ball into the boundary, which good idea, but it got knocked away over there. It just condenses the field. I mean, if it shortens routes, but all they were looking for was that first down, and they didn't get it.
Didn't get it. Good play. Zach Stepp and Cooper Hyatt coming up on defense. Now they're coming on to punt as they're going to punt it away. And Cooper is back deep with 7 minutes to play. Still some light drizzly rain falling. And the snap is going to be good. Not a big rush. Line drive punt. Cooper's going to see it hop. He's going to pick it up at the 20. But he goes down at the 21. Cherokee with good coverage.
Yeah, had great coverage right then, and he didn't get much of a chance to make work his magic as we've seen him do this season.
And he has really good footwork. So far, Coach, we've seen a standoff here in the opening series for both teams with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Now we'll see the chess match continue and see who can establish something and get it done on offense.
Yeah, they're changing field position on us just a little bit now, and we need to get this ball back up at least to midfield. And then we can start making things happen.
There you go. First down and 10 at the 20. Donovan going in motion to the left side, split backs, and it's going to be the quarterback keeper. He's in the secondary out across the 30. That's going to be a Maroon Devil first down at the 31-yard line.
Now, good follow play on the option right there. And one of those things that once the linebackers have committed themselves to that dive back, then he's got an opportunity to run with it and be, like you see, go all the way to level 3, which is the secondary level.
He got it there. I think we might have got a short spot, second down, and about a foot to go here.
We're getting notorious for that. Yeah,
that's it. So now
we got a heavy set over here with the tight end and both receivers to this side. Going to run a little bit of a veer play this way.
Carson. Yep, Carson has it.
There you go.
And on a field like tonight, when you can get 4 or 5 yards with Carson Taylor, that's a good play.
Oh, it's going. And honestly, like we said, I hope they use him more tonight than what we've used him, especially in the conditions we're playing in.
Well, I tell you, Cherokee's got some big boys up front. Sam Bernheisel, 6'5", 295 pounds, big number 51 up there. So they have plenty of size on their defensive front.
Yeah, big guys.
They have the size. And we run right up that A-gap. Carson Taylor, but a flag.
Yeah, we got a flag on this one. Got a false start again.
So we're jumping just a little bit. That's 2 we've had here tonight.
Yeah, and it's frustrating because then right after getting the first down, now you penalize you. It's 1st and 15, and it's hard enough to make those first downs. And when you put yourself in a hole like that, then you kind of got to come out of character and do something different.
So now Cherokee showing a 4-man front defensively.
There we go. Got twins in the tight end up to the wide side of the field. Run the weak side veer.
And just trying to push the line. There's Carson Taylor again out to the 37. He got the penalty and one more back, so it's going to bring 2nd and 9.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm talking about right there. Just being able to utilize him to get you back in some kind of manageable position for picking up first downs.
So Cherokee now again playing with a 4-man front, plenty of size. Maroon Devils up to the line quickly. Now the Braves with 5 men up on the line of scrimmage. Donovan coming in motion to the right side, the short side of the field. And we run to the left side. This time it's going to be Josh Collins for about 3 out to the 40, but now 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, that's because we're running more of a midline against that forefront. When I say midline, we're making them line up by putting that one of their defensive tackles or nose men on the outside of that guard, and we're not blocking him. We're literally trying to run inside of him and making him have to cover some ground just to get an arm on us.
I'll tell you right now, the rain is coming down pretty steady. It has increased here in the first quarter. Rain coming down, wing on the right side. Back in the shotgun, Gabe got a penalty flag down. The ball is loose, and we get on it, but there's a penalty. We lose a bunch of yards back to the 26-yard line. Donovan Groenwald getting on that loose ball, but that is a problem we've had all year. We have had 16 fumbles and lost 6 of them.
Yeah, now I think we're going to be caught for illegal motion right here because of the wing back. And actually, that should have been blown dead from the get-go. And I think maybe that's what they're trying. I don't know why they're backing it up because the play never existed. I don't know why he's telling them to move it.
Yeah, but this should be back up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
They're not going to do it.
There's no such thing if you got a procedure penalty that a play gets run. You don't do it.
So now the line of scrimmage is going to be back at the 27. Gavin coming on to punt. They've got 2 guys back deep. Again, Donald Bradley, one of those, looks like Caden Smith. And here comes the kick. Going to hit short bounce for the Braves. It bounces backwards to the 46-yard line where they are going to get it in very good field position with rain picking up here tonight.
Yeah, and again, that's what I'm talking about. You got to struggle to keep field position on people like this. And when they're playing on your side of the 50 for nearly the first quarter, then, you're going to be struggling.
And it just puts a lot of stress on your defense, doesn't it?
It does. It's constant, and, you don't want this to happen much. So we got to find a way to change field position on these folks.
2 wide, 1 on each side. Man-to-man coverage over here. It's now the Braves have the football at the 46-yard line.
Guards again. That's a fullback trap.
Here comes Bradley.
He and the quarterback didn't mesh just right, so he ended up taking it up. Him and the fullback kind of ran into each other, and that's a fullback trap out of the wing tee. Look, the same thing we saw last week or for 2 games in a row.
Yep. Second down now, as I'm sure the Braves have probably seen some of the Murphy and Robbinsville film, and they're going to try to do some of that same stuff.
Yeah, it's been part of their offense for a while. They're going back to the wing tee set here, and then we've got the tight end over here, so we can kind of read these guards, run the fullback trap again. Yeah, and same play.
There's Carson Taylor again, big hit in the middle, and I tell you, if one guy. I'll put it this way. If everybody played like Carson Taylor, wow, he hits people.
Oh, yeah, he hits you, and then I guarantee you feel it, too. And I don't care how big those backs are, he can unload on them.
He is a physical defensive player, and he gets his head to the football. I know he had, 20-plus tackles at Robbinsville on Tuesday, and is just playing outstanding football.
Yeah, he really is. And there again, he's got to have more help.
That's it. Got to get people around the football. They hand off a run to the right side this time, and we stop them. But it's going to be not enough. It's going to be a first down for Cherokee. We didn't stop them soon enough.
Yeah, they ran just a basic one-on-one block and dive play. Just get what you can get up in there, and that's what he did.
And you talked about, having relatives. Of course, a lot of the Maroon Devil players, some of our best players are from Cherokee. So there's a lot of intensity in this game.
Oh, yeah. It's always been there. It's always been a big deal over the years. And I always enjoyed playing them. It was always interesting.
It's always.
Wing tee again, fullback trap again.
Strong football, and again, lowering his head and doing a good job in there. That's Elijah Waddy, their fullback, 5'11", 200-pounder, and he picks up about 5 or almost 6 yards.
Yeah, they have favorite plays out of their formations, and that's something that you've got to coach against. When you see that wing tee set, those 2 backs split back there, and one of them up and the other one down, just all you got to do is, if you're watching it, just watch those guards. Look directly at those guards.
So
and they'll tell you something. Now they're in I backs. You're going to see some down blocking and X blocking. There's the isolation.
Oh, big hole up the middle and running it up the middle, spinning, breaking a tackle at the 10. We hit him and we couldn't get him down, and he is in for the touchdown. The Cherokee Braves run it all the way in, and I believe that is going to be Chase Calhoun, the guy we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, they ran an isolation play there, and all they do then is they block everybody on the line of scrimmage and leave the linebacker standing, and the fullback, that's his job, is just go, and we didn't meet him early enough then. You got to meet him at or behind the line of scrimmage to stop that play.
Oh, he was into the secondary, and then we met him head on. He spun off that tackle and wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, we'll have to have a better effort up front and from our linebackers right there to put a stop to that, because that's as fundamental a play as it gets. Now they're going to go out of the gun for 2.
Yeah, they go for 2 almost every time. It's going to be Donald Bradley trying to run to the left side, and he is going to run out of room. Got a penalty flag down. Cooper Hyatt chased him out of bounds. Zach Stepp turned him back inside, but there is a flag.
Yeah, we'll see what this one is right here, because if it's against them, then
it
there's
is
a procedure call again, and I don't understand that. The play's not supposed to be run. It's not. If somebody moves on the line of scrimmage, an offensive player does anything wrong in alignment or you blow it dead then immediately.
Dead.
Yeah.
But they let it run, and it's going to be a no good. 6-0 now, Cherokee. Fans, stay tuned. 1:22 to play first quarter. We'll be back after this break on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. The Braves getting ready to kick off to the Maroon Devils. It's going to be a low line drive kick taken by one of the up men's. And, hold the phone. I think Cherokee is going to have to re-kick. Flag down, offside.
Yeah, when you got to wait to let balls kick before you can cross that line of scrimmage. And some kids get a little antsy. You got to get your timing down with your kicker, and that's why you work on it and at practice, and so that everybody out there knows about how long it takes him to get there. They don't jump the gun.
At the 35-yard line now, the Braves will kick it off again, and they kick short with Cameron Lane Sampson, one of their tight end and one of their really good linebackers. Does the kicking for them.
They like that ball on the ground like that, and they, from what I understand, that's the way they kicked all season. Is they just simply want to hit the ball and make it squirrel around. He got under that one a little bit, and that's an opportunity right
Here's
there.
Here's Cooper out to the 35, and Cooper runs to the 38, 39-yard line. First down and 10 is where we'll take over there with 1:16 to play. Down 6-0, and again, the rain pretty steady here tonight, Coach. So looks like we're going to have some for a good part of the night.
Yeah, it's going to continue. I think I didn't see any break in on the radar from this point on. So we'll. And on my phone, who knows? You know, when you look at it, how long it's going to stay.
Hey, the one thing is both teams have to play on the same field.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Gabe, handing off right side. Josh on the carry, getting a block from Carson, and he's forced out of bounds at the 43-yard line, a pickup of about 4 yards on the play. So good penetration.
Yeah, the biggest thing we just need is positive yardage on every play and not laying the ball on the ground and try to discipline ourselves to get away from some of these penalties. And like I've said before, just get out of our own way and let our offense go.
Yeah, we can't let the Devils beat the Devils.
That's right, and that's the biggest danger you have any time of the season is you ending up beating yourself.
That's it.
And
here we go again, penalty flag again, and that's the third false start penalty here in the first quarter.
It's hard to play back from those. And now here you got yourself in the hole behind the chains. That's the big thing. Playing from behind those chains. What I mean by that is in deficit yardage. You're not even between the two markers. Is that's difficult. It's just it's hard on you.
We go from 2nd and 7 to 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and it's just it's a hard thing to deal with.
So now Groenwald coming wide to the right side. Cooper wide to the left side. Got Bogdanovich in the slot, and here comes a jet sweep to Donovan, trying to get a block, trying to turn the corner. Got a good block out there from Josh Collins.
Almost got the first.
And a good run over there. And again, Josh out there leading the way with a good block.
Got a flag on the play and didn't even mark the spot over there. The official didn't, so that means it's against us, and it's going to be from the spot of the foul.
Going to come back.
Probably be a holding call out there in that area. Anytime you're trying to zone block to the outside, you'll see somebody slide a hand out and grab a hold of a shirt or something. That's all it takes.
And that's what it is, offensive holding. And right now, as we mentioned, our Maroon Devils are becoming our own worst enemy here in the first quarter.
Yeah, when you got 20 yards staring at you and only two downs to get it in before you have to make a decision to punt, and you got to come up with two big plays.
Oh, no doubt. Right now, Cherokee, not one penalty. Our Maroon Devils have 5 penalties, 40 yards. In the shotgun, second down and long. Gabe rolling, firing, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Getting a hand on it, but not holding on. Cameron Lane Simpson, that pass, he had a shot at it.
Yeah, underneath coverage, and they were playing good zone coverage. What we would talk about term bracket coverage, one under and one over. We only had 2 receivers out, and they were bracketed on both sides.
So now it's going to bring up third down, and again, about 20 to go. 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Braves up 6-0 over the Maroon Machine here on a wet Friday night. Tonight was Parents' Night, and always a special night. We were so glad to see a lot of parents and grandparents and families out here tonight supporting their athletes. So right now, third down. Oh, dropping the snap. Gabe rolling to the right side, trying to recover. Now throws it up in the air. It's going to be up for grabs, and really, we were lucky it was not intercepted.
We're real lucky.
Real lucky.
Right there with Bradley sitting back there. Yeah, as good as his hands are, we're real fortunate that ball didn't get picked off.
Yeah, Donald Bradley was back there along with Caden Smith again, number 2 and number 12, and they're their best hand guys because now they're going to drop back to return the punt.
Yeah.
And I'm really shocked it was not intercepted.
It was close. That was a close call right there.
So we dodge a bullet. Now fourth down. We got to put it away. Coming on, it's going to be Gavin Lanning on the season. Gavin averaging about 35 yards a punt. Doing a nice job this year on special teams. Good snap. Kicks it high, not real deep. And it's going to be taken at the 45. Here comes Bradley at the 45, 40, down the left sideline, forced out of bounds. And down there again, Carson Taylor on the tackle, reaches down, pulls him up. And but again, Braves now outstanding field position.
Yeah, like I said, they're playing on our side of the 50, and they're chipping away at it a little bit at a time, starting now and, closer to our 30-yard line, and you just can't let folks do that. You've got to find a way either on special teams or with your offense to change this field position.
No doubt. At the 33 now, the Braves with a 1st and 10. Final play or two coming up for the first quarter.
Coming out I-backs again. Look for that isolation.
Deep eye.
Again, nope, counter trap this time.
Here comes the tailback around the left side, and wow, he is about a 9-yard pickup down to the 24-yard line. Finally bringing him down there is John Parton, and also helping out looks like is Donovan Groenwald.
Yeah, same play we saw from Robbinsville the other night. It's just a counter trap. The fullback fields for the pulling guard. The guard traps the first down lineman out on this side of the football, and you leave him unblocked, and the tailback cuts off that block.
Now the Braves are going to go with a receiver on each side.
Wing T this time. Let's read those guards.
Final play of the first quarter here, and they get the snap away.
There it is.
And the handoff just going straight ahead for an easy first down.
Yeah.
And breaking the tackle, still on his feet. Down inside the 10-yard line is going to be Elijah Waddy. Yeah. And right now it's disappointing if you're the Maroon Devil defense to see these broken tackles.
It is, and it's not something we haven't seen before. And and the blocking scheme is exactly what we've seen for two ball games. That's a fullback trap. Murphy ran it. Robbinsville ran it. The only difference is they ran it out of the eye that time rather than out of the wing tee.
Fans, stay tuned. That's the end of the first quarter. Braves have a 6-0 lead. Knocking on the door. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Just ready to go here. 1 quarter gone. Braves knocking on the door. First down and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Here comes the tailback, but he lost his footing. Talking about Michael Driver. Coach, he started to cut back inside, and that wet grass got him.
Yeah, it did. That's a little bit of a counter. He was real deep, and they ran a heavy fullback set. What I mean by that, fullback was not behind the quarterback. He was lined up to one side so that they could run a trap play, and then he could end up isolating that linebacker on that side. So it's a little bit of both, but they're going to get called right here for a holding call, I believe it was.
Yeah, they're really moving back from the 8-yard line, now back to the 18-yard line. 10-yard penalty, and it's a first down and goal. They cannot get a first down here.
No, they got to put it in the end zone to, or we'll get the ball on downs.
So now I got
wing T this time now.
One wide receiver way over here on the wide side of the field.
Yeah.
For Donald Bradley under center.
There's
Bradley
the guard,
turns.
fullback trap again.
And
Same
here he comes.
Fullback trap.
Boy, this fullback trap is just knocking us off the line.
It is. There's nothing fancy about it. It's a down block, 2 down blocks, and you pull the backside guard, and you open up. The quarterback just opens up, and that backside guard just hits the first lineman he sees. And drills him, and the fullback cuts right off his rear end.
And the fullback, Elijah Waddy, physical, 5'11", 200-pounder, senior.
Yep, back to I-backs this time. It's running the same plays over and over.
Yep.
Same thing.
Twins to the left side.
Counter this time. There's a counter with the guard.
Oh, right up the gut
Touchdown.
into the end zone. It's going to be Michael Driver. And you're right, Coach. That's just running up between the center and the guard.
It is. It's a counter play where you're faking to the fullback. And he got the ball and actually didn't go all the way out to where the trap block was. He had a seam right dead in the middle of it where the down block took place, so he took it.
Yep. They like that A-gap, don't they?
They do, and they're wearing it out right now.
Yes, they are. 12-0.
It's the danger of any four-man front is you can't dictate to them how you want them to block it.
Here they go for 2. They go for 2 just about all season long. They fake the handoff, and it's going to be Bradley right up the gut. He's in for the 2-point conversion. That is their 8th 2-point conversion on the year.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that play. That's a little bit different, a little bit more razzle-dazzle. The blocking scheme by the offensive lineman was exactly the same. He just took the ball this time and ran it himself into the same area.
14-0 Braves. We'll be back. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. Back at Swain County High School, just a little bit of light drizzle. The rain has subsided some. Here comes the kick. Cooper picks it up at the 20, out to the 25, trying to find some room. Cuts it outside to the 25, out across the 35. Again, good footwork and good return by Cooper High.
Yeah, maybe get up here now. Maybe we can establish us some field position, get across the 50-yard line, and move this football. That's our biggest bugaboo right now. Is Cherokee's had the ball too much. They've taken their time. They've driven it down the field. They've not turned it over, and it's just they're not penalizing themselves. And they're not hurting themselves right now.
That's it. They have not had. Matter of fact, they've only had 1 penalty all night. We've had 5.
Yeah.
And the Maroon Devils come out running the football. Josh trying to turn the corner, trying to get a block over here, and Cooper doing his best to try to get some open room, and he is very close to a first down.
He really is, and that started out being just a veer play to the weak side, the guard and tackle side. And when he got up in there, he stuck his foot in the ground and got to the outside, and that's what you teach. You teach them that. You don't want to go back to the inside. You want to keep breaking it towards the outside once once you pass that line of scrimmage.
So now at the 48-yard line, first down, Maroon Devils split backs behind Gabe. Got a man wide to the right side over there and one wing as we hand off and run for a couple out to the 50-yard line. That's going to be Big Carson. But again, Cherokee plugged that hole pretty fast.
Yeah, that was a midline there where we just he's bending it back. Cherokee's gone to more of a shaded nose. What I mean by that is their bigger defensive lineman is playing closer to the center, and he's not playing in a gap. He's playing on his ear pads, what I call it. He's almost looking right in the ear hole of our center and determining what he's going to do, but which way when we snap the ball. Now they come out of it and they split the middle now.
Give Gabe back to throw, dropping, firing, and got his man. There's a fight for the ball. Yeah. Did we get it? Cooper got it. Boy, he took it away over there from Malachi 4-Killer Raby.
Yep.
That could have gone either way.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, but the rule is, if I remember correctly, is a tie goes to the receiver. If both of them have a hold of the ball, it goes down right there. It belongs to the offense. So that's a big play. Now we're across midfield. Now we got an opportunity to maybe drive this thing down there and make this a one-score game.
Here we go. First down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Gabe checks his plays on his arm instructions there. Turns hands off right side. Carson runs to the right side with some good yards.
Yep, just a standard base block veer play and knocking it upfield. And
7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, and there again, we got to use him. He's a workhorse. I know you can't run. They don't have a ton of plays that he runs. I mean, he runs a veer play. But
he's good at it.
Yeah, he's good at it. And any kind of counter play that they've got, that they could use him because he knows what he's doing.
And he's strong enough to make it happen. Here comes Josh running to the left side, trying to turn the corner, and he does. And he's down to the 24-yard line. Yep. First down, Maroon Devils move those sticks again.
Yeah, he actually ran that ball outside of the blocking scheme of it, but now when it you don't tell him not to. He got there, and it wasn't there where he was headed. And there again, you want them to stick their foot and keep moving to the outside.
And right now, talking about plays, Cherokee 13 plays, 99 yards. Maroon Devils 18 plays, 68 yards with 8:45 to play. Second quarter, 14-0 Cherokee, but the Maroon Devils threatening here inside the 25.
Good veer block there. There we go. Just keep that up. There, Carson again.
Yep, pounded away. First down.
Yeah, he went a little bit tight with it. He went a little bit inside of where the down block was, but he'll hit it here in a minute, and they just got to keep the ball in his hands.
At the 21-yard line now, the spot is made. Second down and about 7 coming up here. But again, 8:20 to play on a drizzly night. All the brackets coming out tomorrow. We'll see where both these teams are going to be playing and who they'll be playing tomorrow. Both teams will be in the playoffs. Bogdanovich lines up strong side right this time. And we're going to run right behind him over there, but a penalty flag down again. It's going to be on us again. And I think it's probably false start, and it is.
It is false start, and they finally. I mean, that's what you do. You blow it dead. You blow it dead, and there's no play. But how they're allowing plays to continue? They've done it 3 times. I think I remember correctly where it's a procedure call. If it's a procedure call, there's no play.
That's it. So now second down and 12. Our Maroon Devils with a penalty issue tonight. 6 penalties, 45 yards so far, and we're still 8 minutes to play in the second quarter. Down 14-0. Let's see if we can keep this drive alive and get points on the board. And up to the right side
right
again.
There you go.
There's Carson again, trying to get positive yards, as he always does, down to the 20. Going to bring up third down, and we need about 6 here, Coach.
Yep.
So
we got a
big play.
Yeah, we got to have something big right here because Cherokee's not going to. Yeah, it's hard to get on a veer play. It's hard to get 6 yards. I mean, it really is. So we need something here that will get them not worry about those. We don't have to worry about our blocking at the line of scrimmage.
And basically now Gabe's going to keep it. Pitches back to Josh. He's got room. Josh down inside the 15. First down, Maroon Devils.
Yep.
And that was just good timing by Gabe on that pitch.
That time I think he made known ahead of time that he wanted to pitch this ball because they had him defended, and he didn't try to press the issue. He pitched it as soon as he saw a defender that was going to take him.
And there was a lot of room over there for Josh once he got that pitch and made a good run at the 13-yard line now. First down and 10, 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Devils knocking on the door again. One receiver each side, split backs. It's going to be Josh up the gut, but not much room there, maybe a yard.
Yeah, we try to midline there again. And what they're trying to do is find that B gap player, and Cherokee is moving their nose man around in and out of those A gaps. He's going from A to B, and it's just we're searching for him. And when you miss it, you miss it. You run right to him.
And he's a big one. Lloyd Tisateski, a senior, is about 290.
Yeah,
he's a big boy.
You can see it right there, the way they're lined up, and you can see them trying to squeeze it.
And we get it out to the left side, but not going to be much there. Get it over to Cooper, but on him immediately is Donald Bradley with a big stop.
Yeah, and we didn't get anything out of it, and so it brings up third down, and it's third and about 8 right here, or maybe 9. After we may have lost a little bit on it, so we'll see what happens here. We've got to convert. We can get a first down.
Yep, got 2 downs here.
Yeah, we got 2 downs to do it, and that's exactly. I'm sure that's what Coach Blankenship's already got. He's Coach McMahon's got 2 plays ready to go.
Got to be a play ahead, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Got a man in motion. That's going to be Josh Collins.
First time we've seen this now with the back in motion.
We don't see that. Gabe back to throw down the middle, and he throws it short. He threw it off his back foot. Had a receiver in the end zone, even though he had fallen down. He had some daylight, but pass was short.
Yeah, he was looking to throw it to Grunwald there on kind of an extended dump play. He's going to fake that option look, and by putting Collins in motion across the formation, that got that secondary had to adjust into coverage because he becomes an eligible receiver. He is anyway, but he can get upfield quicker, and we thought we had him one-on-one coverage, but they had us covered when he saw it.
Now we got Cooper left. We got Donovan on the wing on the left side. And now we have a timeout called by the Braves. They saw something they wanted to adjust to with 6:11 to play in the second quarter. 14-0 Cherokee. We'll be back after this timeout on the Maroon Devils Network. The 11.5-yard line. And Coach, fourth down, big play.
Yeah, going out of the gun this time.
Okay, back to throw.
Got 3 receivers in the route, got an undercutting route.
Oh, just a timing pattern didn't work out. Donovan was double covered over here on the left side, so really nobody open.
No, nobody open, and if anything, the post cut out here by Hyatt was more open, I think, but he couldn't see him. He probably just couldn't see him.
So now it's going to bring up Cherokee football on fourth down. We turn it over on down, 6:05 to play. Braves get the ball back. Let's see if we can have a defensive stand here, flip the field, and potentially get the ball back before halftime.
Yeah, we definitely got to put a stop on them. If we don't, and it becomes a 3-score game, then that's a hole that nobody wants to try. It can be done, but it's hard to dig out.
It's really tough to dig out, especially against a team that likes to control the ball. That Cherokee has done here tonight.
High backs, here they come with that counter trap again.
Yep, just the tailback. Yep. He bounces off the line, cuts it outside, cuts back up field at the 15-yard line. Didn't get what they wanted, but they still got 3 yards, so we had that gap shut off.
Yeah, we shut him down this time. He bounced it out of there and came out over the top then and just tried to make something happen.
And that's what backs do. Talking about Michael Driver. He's their sophomore running back. He's the deep man in that eye. And, boy, I tell you what, you'd have to go back almost to, a long time to see a back that deep in the eye.
It is, and they do that so he can counter. It takes a while to run that play. They're going back to the wing tee right here.
Got a timeout. And
here it was just an untied shoe. Now we're good. Okay. You'll see the wing tee. Let's read guards. Of course, you can read them. They ran the trap on the last play.
Strong side
There's a fullback trap again, right up in the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nothing fancy, is it?
No, we ended up either, I can't tell whether we were stunting on that or what, but we ended up right there where it was at. Can't do that every play as far as stunting. You can't, but you can, once in a moon, you can stop it.
Elijah Waddy had to leave the game for a play, lost his helmet, and coming in to take his place is going to be Joey Hornbuckle. Braves have a good depth on this year's team, as do the Maroon Devils. A much improved scenario playing here in the fall.
Yeah.
So now the Braves with
third and four going to run out of the gun.
Yeah.
Now they got twins to
left.
the wide side. May run that draw again with the quarterback.
There goes Bradley handing off to the left side, and that's their new guy in there, Joey Hornbuckle, and going to be close.
It is, and they ran basically the same blocking scheme up front, just looked different out of the gun back there, but it just a counter trap.
Going to bring up fourth down and less than a yard now, Coach, and I don't know, they could go for it here. Fourth down, less than a yard. They haven't had too many negative plays that I've seen.
Or they're going to do a crazy count and try to pull us off sides right
That's
here.
it. So something up the sleeves of Cherokee here. Will they try to pull us off? Will they actually run a play? Fourth down, and again.
Right now the wing tee, we'll see right here.
Yep. Oh, they're trying to pull us off, and they do. We jumped. Automatic first down. Automatic first down, and boy, that hurts.
Yeah. When you shoot yourself in the foot like that, it makes it very difficult to maintain anything, and all you're doing there is giving them ground and they're running the clock. They're in charge of the clock right now. They own it.
They do. 4:09 and counting left to play in the first half, and right now the Maroon Devils are our own worst enemy. 6 penalties, 45 yards, and that has been a big factor in this first half.
Yeah, out of the gun again. Got twins up to the upper side, single receiver down here into the boundary. There's that run the counter. That right there was basically
there's Bradley just making a
waggle play with the quarterback. Yeah.
And he got something out of nothing, basically.
Yeah, they pulled a backside guard and tackle, fake to the fullback over the top, and he just waits for that guard and tackle to get to this play side. And when it wasn't there, he just took off back the way they pulled from.
And that's what seniors do.
That's what they do. They make plays.
That's it. Donald Bradley been doing that all year, 372 yards passing. He has run for 715 yards on the season, and he has a total of 17 touchdowns in his pocket this season for the Braves.
Yeah, out of eye backs this time, run the trap again. He chooses. He can follow either the fullback or that guard, whichever one he wants to.
That's Chase Calhoun again playing tonight. He's been injured some, but good running back with almost a 7-yard per carry average, and that's a heck of an average when you're getting 7 yards a pop. Third down and a couple now coming up for the Braves with 3 minutes to play in the first half. So now our Maroon Devils again needing to come up with a defensive stop. And
out of the wing tee again with no tight end this time. We'll see what they do a little bit different. And they did do it a little bit different. One run the option.
Yeah, Bradley's going to run it, and looks like has the first down.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that play. They ran the option out of it, and it's pretty much designed for him to run one-on-one with your outside linebacker to see who can make that play.
So now first down Braves, 2:27 to play. And right now they have the clock pretty much in their pocket to wind up the first half here. And they can pretty much run it out even if they don't get another first down.
Right.
First down at 10. Twins on the left side out of that I formation again. They hand it off to the tailback. And there's Chase Calhoun again, but a penalty flag coming in late.
Yeah, anytime you're seeing those down blocks and linebackers are coming to the line of scrimmage, somebody's going to be reaching and grabbing, and that's basically what happened right there. Because they got to catch that linebacker before he penetrates.
And there is the holding call. No, blocking below the waist, I guess, or is that kind of a chop block? Kind of an interesting call.
I wasn't real sure of his hand signals. I don't know what happened. He was moving his.
He kind of did a personal foul, then did the waist thing.
Yeah.
So
it's 15-yarder, isn't it?
Kind of a chop block signal almost.
It may have been, and what that means is that somebody hit a defensive lineman up high and somebody hit them low, and that is illegal.
So now first down, Braves with only their second penalty here
wing
tonight.
Tee this time. And the fullback trap again.
Right up the gut. And hanging on, we finally get help. Josh Collins had him. We got a very late penalty flag. This one's going to be on the Maroon Devil bench over here. And, boy, I tell you what, those flags have been our enemy.
Yeah, and don't know exactly what's going on, but as far as the sidelines right here, it may just be a sideline warning.
Yeah, sideline warning.
Yeah, somebody was out on the field.
Yeah,
a little too far for the the side judge over here to stand.
Yeah, and there's plenty of room over here to stand. Second down and 9. Braves now, 1:42 to play. They have it at the 39-yard line. They turn and hand off to the tailback, and he's in trouble. No gain on the play.
Ball came out.
One of the few plays tonight that we've stopped them on no yards.
Yeah, the ball came out.
And it's going to be Maroon Devils football.
Okay.
Yeah, coming up with the football on the bottom of that pile. Looks like that's old 57 Lucas Sutton on the big play. He's been in there all year. And 57 Lucas Sutton has played a lot of good football.
Yeah.
Only a sophomore, but he is our second leading tackler. Is again Lucas Sutton, 66 tackles on the year behind Carson Taylor, who has 100.
Oh yeah, that's the way it should be. Your linebacker should lead. If your secondary is leading you in tackles, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're in trouble. They're getting a lot of yards. First down and 10. Maroon Devils have 1:29 to play, and we move again.
Yeah.
Another false start over there on the right side of the offensive line, and that's going to be probably the 8th penalty for 56 yards. And, man, those hurt.
Yeah, and with less than a minute and a half left to play, it sure puts you in a hole for any kind of here you are on their side of the 50. You got every opportunity to come up with some big plays. We've got some timeouts left. We got 3 timeouts left,
yes.
And I'm sure that's kind of what Coach Blankenship had in mind was get the ball upfield, maybe run a play, and then see what you could do.
Yep. Trying to get some points, take some momentum into the locker room at halftime. Gabe back to throw as he rolls to the right side. Now he's going to be running out of time, and he's going to be running out of room as they force him out of bounds over there on the far sideline.
Yeah, not much of a pickup, and we're at least the clock got stopped with 1:20 left, and we'll see if we can.
We use a timeout here, and Coach now with 1:20 to play. As we mentioned, the brackets are going to be coming out tomorrow. Both these teams are going to be in the playoffs, as will every team in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Looks like Robbinsville and probably Murphy are going to be the number 1 and 2 seeds. The rest of us will be in there in that wild card bracket, so to speak.
Yep, and Lord knows where you're going to land, man. I'm telling you, it's something. I don't even have a clue, like I said earlier, but how they come up with this thing. I know they've got a formula and all that. I just I don't understand it. I don't really think I want to try it at this point in time. I knew the old way and kind of figured out and had folks, especially Coach Burrow, he would look and he'd pretty much know who we were going to end up playing before the brackets even came out.
Yeah.
So that helped a lot.
So Coach Burrell is our analytics man, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and if he knows this formula, then I'm he's looking at me right now like, yeah, sure, I know it.
Back to throw Gabe now on 2nd down. Has plenty of time. Now he steps up. Now he's going to, he breaks another tackle, gets away again. Oh, and the ball is on the ground, and now Cherokee has it, I believe.
Yeah, and they've got the ball with a minute left to go, 1:08 left to play.
Oh, my goodness. And their fans going crazy on the other side. Wow, we just dropped the ball with 1:08 left to play, and probably our last shot at getting points before halftime.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're back on defense, and I guarantee you, Cherokee's not going to take the foot off the pedal.
No.
I don't see them throwing it necessarily, but they're going to run that fullback trap again. They're going to try to come up with something because they've got 2 timeouts left, too, with 1:08 left to play.
44 yards away. Gun. Yeah, they're going to stay on the ground. That's been their bread and butter all night. And now they're back in the shotgun.
Right.
And Bradley is going to run the quarterback draw play.
Yep, and bounces outside.
And nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Oh, we may have a flag. He slid and we hit him late, I think.
Yeah, we hit him after he went on the ground. It may even be an attempt to hit with your helmet, the top of your helmet. I hope not, because that would be an ejection, I think.
And that might have been our quarterback that hit their quarterback.
Yeah.
And we don't want to lose anybody's quarterback.
Nope.
So let's see what the official says. I hope it's just a simple late hit from a Maroon Devils standpoint anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unsportsmanlike, yeah.
personal foul.
Personal foul.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a late hit. But no ejection or any kind of a spearing
No.
leading with a helmet call,
Right.
which can result in an ejection.
Right.
So now at the 30-yard line, Braves, 59 seconds still to play, and they still have 2 timeouts left. Got a man in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Bradley's going to run it right up the gut, breaks a tackle, and it's going to be stacked up right there at the 28-yard line. And they, I think, are going to call one of their timeouts, they do.
Yeah, they call a timeout because they're in range now. They're in striking range, and they know it. That play right there was designed to get him their best, what I consider their best athlete up in there and on his own. But I think what we're probably going to see is them trying to get him on the corner more. That play was designed to run him up in the middle of the line of scrimmage. And he can either pop it there, but he's dangerous when he gets to those edges.
He is. Of course, the good thing for the Maroon Devils, when you run up the gut, you're running into people like Carson Taylor and Lucas Sutton and Bogdanovich and those guys.
Right. And that's they don't want to try to do that a whole lot.
No, that's not in their favor. But again, the Braves now 1 timeout left. Still 52 seconds is still not a bad amount of time here for 29 yards out.
Nope, and they're very capable of striking and making it 3 scores.
Yes. And as you mentioned, Coach, boy, that's a hole that's hard to climb out of.
Yeah, that's a hole that just, boy, you don't get out of them much. Not in a ball game like this.
Nope.
All right, going out of the gun again.
Twins right side. Bradley in the shotgun. Got a man in motion over here to the right side.
Throw the ball
That's
this
Smith.
time. Yeah.
Bradley looking down the middle. Oh, he's got a man wide open, and that's going to be an easy touchdown for the Braves. Coach, he had 2 men actually open on that play. He got it over here to Caden Smith, but he had Raymond Bradley running wide open in the middle.
Yeah, he sure did. And he when you let a receiver get behind you like that or get you that much separation from you, you try to coach them to stay close with their hips on their hips. That was our aiming point, was you want your hips as close to his hips as you can get them. And if he's just that much faster than you, then you're going to get beat sometimes. But you got to be closer to make a play on a ball like that.
And they're going to go for 2 as they always do. Donald Bradley rolling, looking, firing down the middle, had a man open, but let him too much, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get Michael Driver in the end zone. And so the Braves score quickly, 45 seconds still to play, and they have a 20-0 lead here.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a difficult task. It can be done, but we've got to, do we have time to answer? I don't know in this half, but we got a whole other half coming up, and
a lot of football left.
Yeah, a lot of football left, but something's got to change. We've got to do a better job defensively, and we've got to become way more productive offensively, and quit shooting ourselves in the foot.
No kidding. 9 penalties, 70 yards in the first half.
Yeah,
that's a game's worth of penalties
and turnovers. I mean, you just don't win close ball games with turnovers.
Yeah, we've had 2 fumbles, lost 1 of them. Braves have had 1, lost 1. And again, that penalty bug, 9 penalties, 70 yards. The Braves only 2 penalties, 25 yards. And that has really put us in a hole too many times.
Yeah, and it came out of nowhere. Early in the season, you just didn't see it. And now it's biting us every ball game. I mean, the last 3 or 4 ball games, it's just been all over us.
No doubt. Coming on to kickoff now, Cameron Lane Sampson for the Braves, number 22, one of their seniors tonight. Of course,
we're
big
one
night
short.
for seniors.
Yeah, there we got it. We were one player short out there. We only had 10 on the field.
Yeah, coming on now is going to be John Parton, one of the up men, and the ball is going to be squib kick. Cooper is going to watch it bounce around, picks it up at the 17. Now jukes one guy, tries to cut it outside. He's running out of room, and he goes down basically right there at the 17-yard line, where we'll have 35 seconds and 2 timeouts left before halftime.
Yeah, he tried to do a little too much right there, and he knows he did it, and he's better when he commits, and he just he was trying to make something happen, but he may have just added a couple of cuts in there too many.
Yeah, and they had a lot of bodies.
Oh yeah, they were closing fast, and they're doing a good job with their kicking game. I mean, if you don't have a kicker that kicks it deep, then you set everything up for these short kicks, and you get people to the ball, and that's basically that's their rule, you know.
and they've been covering it pretty well because they know how dangerous Cooper is with that football.
Right, and they only have to defend half the field when
That's
they do that. They can put 11 people on half the field.
Here we come running it. This time it's going to be Donovan Groenwald out of the backfield. His first carry tonight, and boy, he gets a good one out across the 35-yard line, but a penalty flag is probably going to bring this back.
And I'm pretty sure that out there on the edge, that official thinks he saw holding. I thought it was just a good push. I didn't see a hold. I saw a player get shoved backwards, and that's all I saw on that edge. So if it's a holding call, then
that's it.
He may be getting creative and needs folks to see him in that white hat.
Yeah, you know, sometimes, and not being critical, but just being totally honest, I think sometimes officials, and I've seen it in football and basketball, they anticipate what they think is going to happen because of the momentum of the athletes, and sometimes it doesn't happen.
Yeah, they think they saw it, or they think it's going to happen.
They think it's going to happen.
And I've seen we had an official here years ago. If you got the ball down inside the 10-yard line and you ran the ball to the corner, there was going to be a holding call, and he was going to make the call. It happened every time.
Anticipation penalties. Here comes Gabe, pitches it back to Carson Taylor. He tries to get it outside to the 15, to the 20, and they ride him out of bounds up across the 25-yard line, and that's going to be the final play of the first half. And fans, so far it's been all Cherokee here at Swain County Memorial Stadium on this Friday night. And stay tuned. Coming up after the break, you're going to be seeing and hearing the Maroon Devil Marching Band. So stay with us as we'll return on the Maroon Devils Network.
Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain High and also the Maroon Devils Network. The network you're watching right now helped me chase my dreams and get my start in broadcast journalism. From weekly interviews with Coach B to hosting game day specials and even getting to sit down with some of Swain High's greatest football legends.
History of the Maroon Machine.
All of things helped get me to WNCT 9 on your side in Greenville, North Carolina as an on-air news reporter. Right now, you can help other students just like me to chase their dreams by liking, subscribing, and sharing the Maroon Devils Network. As always, go Big Maroon!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will direct your attention to the center of the field, we'll have special recognition for the seniors. First, we have Phoebe Carnes, the daughter of Barry and Kelly Carnes. She's been a member of the concert, marching, and jazz bands for 7 years. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the Be Kind to Club, Project Endeavor, Student Lighthouse, and has served as co-uniform manager for the marching band. After graduation, she plans to attend UNCA to get a master's or PhD in wildlife biology and conservation. To the 2021-22 marching band, thank you so much for an incredible senior year. The last 7 years have been amazing. We have faced many trials and setbacks, but we always did so with our heads held high. First senior, Phoebe Carnes. Next, we have Shara Dickerson, daughter of Donald and Lisa Dickerson. She's been a member of the Color Guard for 4 years, served as a captain for 3 years. She's also been a member of track, the vocal ensemble, New Century Scholars, Project Discovery on the yearbook staff, and the National Honor Society. She plans to attend UNC Charlotte to pursue a career in psychology. She says she's going to miss all of the band members and wants to thank you for making the past 4 years the best of her life. Shara Dickerson. Next is Jacob Dunford, son of Jason, Kim, and Patricia Dunford. Jason has been a member of the marching band, concert band, jazz band for 7 years. He's a member of Project Discovery, the National Honor Society, Smoky Mountain Community Theater, the Be Kind Club, and co-uniform manager for the marching band. Jacob would like to thank all of the marching band members for a great senior year and never stop feeling the heat. Jacob Dunford. Next, we have Maggie Hoke, the daughter of Misty and Dan Skidmore and Mike and Diane Hoke. She's been a member of the Color Guard for 2 years, also participated in the vocal ensemble. After graduation, she plans to enter the workforce. To the band, I'm going to miss you all so much. Thank you for all the memories. Senior Maggie Hoke. Avery Maples, the daughter of Hannah Smith and Manuel Maples. She's been a member of the concert and marching bands for 7 years, the WNC All-District Band and North Carolina All-State Honor Band. She's participated in the Asheville Youth Symphony, Student Council, National Honor Society, and the Honors Performance Series at Carnegie Hall. After high school, Avery plans to attend a 4-year university. To the band, I love each and every one of you. I'm so proud of how far you've come. Keep practicing. Senior Avery Maples. Senior Jackson Payne McCullough, son of Nick and Melanie McCullough. Jackson has been involved in the marching, concert, jazz bands for 7 years. He also serves as a senior representative on the Student Council. After graduation, Jackson plans to attend a 4-year university to study entrepreneurship. He would like to say thanks to each and every marching band member for just being you. Jackson Payne McCullough. Allison Scheid, the daughter of Jennifer and Michael Scheid. She's been a member of the marching, concert, and jazz bands for 7 years and is the drum major for the marching band. She is qualified for the WNC All-District Band and attended Governor's School for Music on tuba. She's vice president of the National Honor Society, member of the Project Discovery, Student Lighthouse Team, the Be Kind Club, Mountain Community Theater, and she volunteers regularly at the Giving Spoon in Bryson City. After graduation, she plans to attend a 4-year university to major in econometrics and quantitative economics. She wants to thank the band for giving her a great senior year and for you all to know she loves you and will miss you terribly. Allison Scheid. And those are this year's seniors. But last but not least, actually 2 more if I can turn the pages. Michaela Yakuzo, daughter of Kelly Smith and Randy Yakuzo, a member of the color guard for 4 years, participated in the vocal ensemble, track. After graduation, she plans to attend SCC and then transfer to WCU. Michaela wants all color guard and marching band members to know that she will miss you very much next year. Michaela Yakuzo. And last, but certainly not least, the marching band would like to give a huge thank you to Sherry Wright for dedicating over 30 years of her life to the Swain County High School Marching Band. Her dedication, her school pride, and all her motivational speeches are all things that will be remembered by many for many years to come. Sherry, we love you. We thank you for fully representing our best and then some. Sherry Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior Swain High marching band members and their parents and other supporters. Let's give them one more big round of applause. They do a great job week after week. Congratulations, band. Hicks. The discus, Natalie Stuckey. The high jump, Maisie Heltman. The triple jump, Rhea Dingle. The pole vault, Anna Gray. We also had 3 individual state champions on the girls' team. The state champion in the 100 hurdles, Monica Rorden. The state champion in the 300 hurdles, Jessica Lohman. The state champion in the pole vault, Amelia Rogers. Our boys track team and field team also competed in the state championship that weekend and notched an individual championship. The state champion in the pole vault was Matthew Gray. If you would give these folks a fine hand. Matthew Gray, the 2021 state championship Lady Devils track team. Congratulations, ladies. History making, certainly. These young ladies' head coach is Coach Ian Roper. Thanks to all.
Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain High and also the Maroon Devils Network. The network you're watching right now helped me chase my dreams and get my start in broadcast journalism. From weekly interviews with Coach B to hosting game day specials and even getting to sit down with some of Swain High's greatest football legends.
History of the Maroon Machine.
All of things helped get me to WNCT 9 on your side in Greenville, North Carolina as an on-air news reporter. Right now, you can help other students just like me to chase their dreams by liking, subscribing, and sharing the Maroon Devils Network. As always, go Big Maroon!
Fans, welcome back. Our Maroon Devils will have to kick it off to the Cherokee Braves. Not what we wanted to see with a 20-0 deficit here as we get ready to crank up the third quarter.
We don't have the clock set, though, so maybe what.
There we go.
There we go, yeah.
Got it ready to go, and obviously the clock going to be a big factor as we're going to have 3 scores to climb back into this one. Good kick by Gavin Lanning. This one's going to go out of bounds, though, but no return for the Cherokee Braves as they'll have it 1st and 10 here. So now, Coach, it's going to be, I think this opening series is going to say a lot about this game.
It is, and you know, somebody's got to be declared here, and, you know, and you search yourself at halftime, see who's going to pick you up and who's going to rally again, you know, and you got to have those people. You got to have people that rally, and we've seen the better part of their offense now, and it's just a matter of defending them.
Right, and it's not something we haven't seen before.
Right, exactly. We've been looking at it for off and on all year long and for the past 2 games. But, you know, lots to be said, too, about playing as many ball games as we played in the last 7 days. You know, mental fatigue and physical fatigue take over.
Oh, no doubt. Big-time fatigue as the Braves. Donald Bradley's going to run it to the left side. He's into the secondary, breaking a tackle down to the 48-yard line again. It's going to be Bradley. 1st and 10 Braves. Coach, at halftime, it's kind of strange. Our Maroon Devils had 28 plays, only 85 yards. 5 more plays than Cherokee. Cherokee had 23 plays, 165 yards at halftime.
Yeah, and it goes to show you who's controlling the ball on the ground. Right there, we saw them run some option. We hadn't seen that type of option this whole ball game, and they came out in that wing set and ran the option out of it.
This time we're going to put a man in motion, twins on the right side.
Look for that counter trap again.
Maroon Devils, bunch of guys up in the box, and
there
they run the tailback right up the gut down to the 45-yard line. You were talking about running the football. Right now, the Braves, 22 carries, 154 yards. Basically double what our Maroon Devils have, 20 plays, only 75 yards on the ground.
Yeah, and that's the story of it right now. I mean, it's just that's what it is. They're winning the ground game, the clock game,
and
all of it right now at the line of scrimmage. Just they're blocking us. We're not doing a good job tackling. They're doing a good job breaking tackles.
2nd down and 8 now. Maroon Devils
out of the gun, eye back,
Bradley
counter trap.
Going to hand off to the tailback,
and
he's got the first down. He's into the secondary again. This time again, it's going to be Michael Driver. And finally, Groenwald forced him out of bounds over there near the 30-yard line, but a big gain.
Yeah, this counter play, I mean, a lot of folks call it a waggle play. We saw Robbinsville run the same thing out of the eye backs, and they're just running it out of that set, that gun back in the pistol set where he's just right behind him. He goes one way, the guard and tackle pull across to the other side, and he gives him the football. And here they're going to run out of the wing tee again. This is half of the wing tee.
A little different set. They're throwing some different stuff at us here in the third quarter that we didn't see quite as much of.
Fullback trap again.
And there's a good tackle again coming up that time. It's going to be Gabe Lillard, our quarterback, on the tackle. And it looks different, but it's the same play.
It is. Any trap you see those guards, any one of those guards or both of them pulling, or the guard and tackle pulling, but they're doing a lot of it. They like this trap game. They're staying with it. The only time you see them do anything any different is when they run a straight-up isolation play, and that means that they don't pull anybody.
And the good thing right now, Coach, the rain has pretty much stopped. We got just a drop or two, but the rain's kind of backed off.
Pistol set again. There's the waggle again. You see the guard and tackle out front knocking us down. And
good tackle that time. Over there again, Lucas Sutton on the stop.
Yeah.
But the Braves very efficient with their run game here tonight. As we mentioned, they've ran it 26 times, 171 yards so far with 9:21 to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, here's our opportunity to make a stop and force them to go for it on 4th down and see if we can't make something happen and change some momentum in this ball game.
Big LD Luke Wire coming in on that defensive front, 5'8", 255-pounder, trying to help plug some of those gaps. 3rd down now, 8 to go. And it's going to be Bradley keeping it on the quarterback keeper. Got a penalty flag.
On the edge out there.
Yep.
Came up and held Lillard on the edge out there when he tried to make that outside move. They pretty much just grabbed him so he couldn't get outside.
And when that referee throws it back there in the backfield, it's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, you can tell when you could see the play develop, and they ran it. That's designed play for that quarterback to keep the ball the whole time, fake everybody out, and for him to run on that edge. And this time when they pull the guard, he actually steps back. He's not running a trap play. He's a lead blocker. But you just keep watching those offensive linemen. They're going to tell you where the ball's going.
All right, now that big penalty, it's going to bring up third down and almost about 20 to go here, as the Braves have to get down to the 23-yard line. 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Braves up 20-0 over the Maroon Devils. Out of the shotgun again, a man in motion.
Throw this one.
Bradley to throw, swings it out here to his wide man, and he breaks a tackle down to the 35-yard line. And we're seeing some good sportsmanship. Carson Taylor on the tackle, and Coach, that's good to see, because sometimes in this rivalry game things get a little heated.
Yeah, it's been pretty much all night long. They've been looking after each other. Saw one of them helping an opposing player get his shoulder pads straightened back up when his collar was pulled over the edge of it. So they're after each other, but there's some sportsmanship going on.
Yeah, good sportsmanship going on, but they're getting after it. As we mentioned, so many of these kids know each other very well, probably neighbors in a lot of respects. Fourth down now. The Braves need 12. They're going to punt it away, or so we think, and they're going to punt it high and short. It's going to hit. There's a fair catch, but it goes into the end zone, and so we'll get it on the touchback here with 8 minutes to play in the third quarter, and we'll get our chance to show something on offense.
Yeah, we need to do it now. If we're going to do it, it needs to start now. We need to try to drive this ball. Try not, the clock is not an enemy yet, but it's going to become that in a hurry, being 3 scores down.
Oh, no doubt. And as we mentioned, talking about the opening series, we did a good job defensively stopping Cherokee. Of course, the penalty flag helped us. Now we've got to set the tone on offense.
Yeah, we've got to make something happen. You can't. There's no waiting anymore. It's got to be done now.
Split backs, Gabe hands off, run to the right side, and positive yards out across the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up a second down and about 4 if they spot it right. And that's big Carson Taylor on the first carry.
Just a hard dive in there, and there again, using him. That's positive yards. When you're picking up 5 and 6 yards on first down, now that's what you're looking for. Don't get behind those chains again.
That's it. Keep the penalty flags in the referee's pocket and keep plugging away. And Carson Taylor's a good guy to do that. Twins right side at the split backs again. Now we got Donovan coming in motion over to the left side. We like to put him in motion a lot. This time Gabe's going to keep it, cuts back inside, and he carries out to the 28-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy. Should be third down and short coming up.
Yeah, it's manageable. This is not a situation that's going to kill us. You want to get that first down in 2 downs if you can.
Yes.
But if it takes 3, you just got to be mindful of how much time's left on the clock. And we just went under 7 minutes, so it's going to be one of the deals that it's not desperate yet, but they're going to be working towards that.
So now third down. We need a yard. Right now the Braves got 5 guys up on the line of scrimmage, and we run right up into the secondary. Carson Taylor again, first down at the 40-yard line.
A perfect midline play. Perfect midline play. They were coming after us right there. When that linebacker blitzed, he got cut off, and Carson ran right by him.
Yeah, right up the gap where he left it.
Yeah.
And it was a quick hitter, so it happened quick.
Yeah, that's the danger of when you blitz a linebacker straight ahead. It's like 2 trains passing in the night. It's what I used to tell our kids. You keep your head up and see it happening. Oh, we're coming there with a little end-around play.
End-around. Donovan breaking a tackle, and he's got a first down out near the 50-yard line, or very close to a first down. So breaking a tackle. And we saw Cherokee do that in the first half, Coach. Breaking tackles, getting yards after contact. We've got to do the same thing.
Yeah, we just got to keep moving right now. Just keep this momentum and get some enthusiasm about it, and keep moving the ball upfield.
That's it. Got to keep that mojo going and try to get the momentum back on our side of the field. And right now we're right on the 50-yard line, right in that big logo that Jerry McKinney does such a good job painting. And that's no easy task. It takes a lot of work, but he does a great job.
Fair play.
And we hand off to Josh Collins, his first carry here in the third quarter. And he gets about 3, almost 4 yards now. 5.5 minutes to play. We're moving the ball, moving it well. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going.
Yeah, just positive yards. That's all you're concerned about now. Nothing negative. And be mindful of the penalties. And we talked about the mental fatigue and the physical fatigue of playing 3 football games in the amount of time you're only supposed to be playing 2.
That's it. I mean, it's just We've never seen it before. Hope we never see it again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Robbinsville's in that same boat. They played last Friday, Tuesday, and tonight they're hosting Hayesville. Donovan coming in motion, cuts up field, and we got the ball to Josh Collins. Boy, just barely, but he gets a first down at the 40-yard line.
Good veer play again, and it's positive yards again. We're just, as long as we can keep this kind of momentum, the clock is not our enemy yet, and first down stops the clock. So, but we've got to score. We got to drive it down there. That's going to take some wind out of Cherokee's sails.
You better believe it. And coach, as every coach and fan and player knows, hey, drives are great, but you got to get points.
You got to get points. Yeah, there's nothing more disappointing than to drive the length of the field and come away with nothing. That takes a lot of air out of your sails.
Donovan and Cooper are wide to each side. We jumped offside over there. That
spoke too soon.
Yep, that right side of the line is kind of had an issue with that.
Yeah, and I don't know whether it's the miscommunication between the quarterback and what they're hearing, or they don't seem to be indicating that Cherokee's drawing them off.
No.
You know, a lot of times you get players on defense that they can mimic a quarterback, and that's illegal, but they do it. People get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see any indication of that. What's happening is we're not sitting in there and we're jumping.
Right now, 11 penalties, 85 yards. Cherokee, 3 penalties, 35. Quick hitter right side. Got it over to Donovan.
And get up in there and get what he can get before the secondary and the linebackers get to him.
And the guys over there doing a good job with the chain gang tonight. We saw an old friend. I think somebody told us Frank Giordano might be over there helping on the chain gang.
Well, he was. We got to talk to him up here for just a little while. It's good to see Frank again.
Yep, Frank's one of our longtime Maroon Devil guys who filmed for so many years, and now another penalty flag down, and it's going to be on the offense.
Yeah, again, another penalty on third down. That's going to bring us back again, whether somebody jumped or whatever happened.
Yeah. So, again, another false start. It's going to bring up, instead of 3rd and 5, 3rd and 10, and that changes the play.
Yeah, it does. It changes the whole dynamic of what you had, what you were trying to do. But yeah, speaking of Frank, it was so good to see him again, because the whole time I was the head coach here, he filmed our ball games, and he did such a fantastic job, and he'd always come by and see if there's anything he needed to do different, is there anything that he could change. He worked a full-time job, but he was always on top of that, and we couldn't ask for him. Matter of fact, folks that we traded with when we were doing the discs, putting everything on disc, they really liked the fact the way we filmed things.
Oh, we run to the right side, we don't get anything. Cherokee forced us out of bounds for a loss, but you're right. Frank Giordano was such an asset to this program, and to do it that long, I tell you, is rare, and we just can't say enough about people like Frank.
Yeah, he gave a lot to this program, gave a lot of his time.
He did.
He really liked the program. He liked the kids.
Yep.
He liked being around it.
And now he's back in the mountains.
Yeah, he sure is. And glad to hear that.
Yep.
Fourth down now, Gary, and
gonna go for it.
Oh yeah, we got to. It's 4th and about 12, and 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, this third quarter has just been zooming by.
It has, and we're still not on the board yet. We've got to get it in here soon.
Got to convert. 4th down and almost 12 to go. Donovan coming in motion to the left side over here, the wide side of the field. He cut up field. Is it going to be a penalty? Not sure. We pass is going to be knocked down. And, boy, 4th down. Cherokee gets the ball back with 1:44 to play. And right now their fans are getting into it, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, Big Mo's still wearing that white shirt, and he's not had a maroon shirt on any point in time tonight.
Nope, it has not been going our way so far. And you know, Coach, we saw it come up again on this drive. We get it down to the 40-yard line, and that darn penalty flag comes out again.
Yeah, and it's
killing us.
It really is, and you know, I don't know the answer to it other than, you know, concentration, and people like to say, oh, it's discipline. Well, all the kids are disciplined. It's just a matter of there's things that go on out there that you don't see or hear. And
that's it. We're not out there, are we?
You know, there's your counter trap again, and he's still on his feet.
Michael Driver still down inside the 35-yard line for the Cherokee Braves. One of their leading running backs having a big night tonight.
He really is, and I mean he's surprising to me. I mean he's not a great big young man in stature, but his feet are quick, and he's not easy to tackle. I mean he's not running over people, but you got to tackle him. He doesn't go down on his own.
Oh, no doubt about it. Talking about Michael Driver, as a matter of fact, they don't have any information on his size, but yeah, he's one of the smaller guys on the field.
Yeah, he is.
But good
back
tailback
there in that single eye back now, and they got the fullback is out here to wing. Here's the first time we've seen this play.
And they pitch it, and he gets a couple of yards back. But, yeah, we haven't seen that one tonight.
No, that was a toss sweep out of it right there, and he cut that thing back. They pulled a guard out in front of him, and it's one of those plays that he can go either inside of the defensive end or outside of him. They're going to try to set it up. He can go either way by pulling that backside guard and letting him get up in there. Everybody else is blocking a reach block.
Good tackle over there by Nathan Bogdanovich and also Donovan Groenwald. 2nd down and 8 as he got 2. Under a minute to play, 3rd quarter. Braves 2nd down and 8 at the Maroon Devil 32-yard line here in the late seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Heavy wing back over here. They put the fullback out here to wing. There's the counter with pulling guard on the backside.
And there he goes again. This time got a lot of guys around on the tackle. Big guy over there, Nolan Fisher.
Yeah, we got a flag over there. Something going on over there. A little bit of extracurricular after the play was over, or right as the play got over, and somebody ended up with a unsportsmanlike.
Yep, it's going to be an automatic 1st down for the Braves. So a personal foul against the Maroon Devils. And now they pointed both ways. Is that offsetting personal fouls?
It must have been.
Yeah, it looks like they're not moving the ball.
Yeah, they're not going to move the ball, so it must have been.
Yeah.
That official, his signals are happening too fast, and
they're weird.
He's really not giving us any clear indication as to what the call is.
No, but it looks like offsetting personal fouls, one on each team. So now 3rd down, still about 5 to go for the Braves with final play of the 3rd quarter here. They're taking their time.
Pistol set again. Read the guard. That front side guard's pulling over the top. Yeah, we do a good job of defending it.
That's Chase Calhoun that time on the carry. Going to be short. 4-down territory there, Coach, and we'll swap into the field as the 3rd quarter has just flown by. Nothing happening on the scoreboard. We go to quarter number 4, and the Braves still have a 20-0 lead over the Swain High Maroon Devils. We'll be back after this timeout. Fans, don't forget now, coming up tomorrow, it's going to be the Western North Carolina cross-country meet up at Katua Fields in the Governor's Island area up there. A beautiful setting. Then coming up on Monday right here on this field at Swain County High School, the soccer team in the first round of the state playoffs will be taking on Queens Grant, and that's going to be Monday night at 7 o'clock right here. And we got people moving on both sides of the ball. This one probably will go against Cherokee, one of their few tonight.
Yeah, they were going to try to get that trap in a hurry. That guard he pulled right into the center. The center hadn't moved, and he pulled right into him, and it's such a big part of their offense that it's there, and he just jumped.
So now it's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Braves. They have had, here's one of the big differences in the game besides the scoreboard. Cherokee 5 penalties, 55 yards. Our Maroon Devils 13 penalties, 105 yards.
Yeah, going to run out of the gun this time. Probably run that waggle again or try to throw it.
Smith goes in motion to the
He's
right
gonna
side.
throw it.
He's looking over there. Now he looks
Got
down
him
the middle.
middle
Got a
of the
man
field,
wide
open.
Wide open is number 10. That was an easy pitch and catch. That's Raymond Bradley. We've seen him open twice tonight, and that time they found him.
Yeah, there was nobody even close
No.
to him. I don't understand exactly how he got that open because it was a trail route basically. What I mean by that is he was trailing the other receiver. The other receiver continued on that field, and then he just broke it off to the inside.
Boy, he was open by
A country mile.
A country mile, no question. With a 26-0 Cherokee lead on the first play of the fourth quarter. And as we mentioned, they always go for two. They've actually converted 9 two-point conversions this year.
Out of the wing tee.
Bradley under center, hands
Just
off.
the
And their
fullback
fullback
straight ahead.
Yeah, runs it in there.
Just pretty much a base wedge block. Just give him the ball, and he runs in there behind those offensive linemen and piles it up in there.
So now the Braves with a huge 28-0 lead here early in the fourth quarter. Fans, stay with us. We'll be back on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. I want to give a shout out to Taylor Holt watching here tonight, a former member of our Maroon Devils Network crew. Here comes the Braves with a kickoff, and it's going to be Cooper, but he hit a knee at the 19. That's where they're going to blow it dead. Unfortunately, he wanted to pick it up and go, and you can do that in the NFL, but not at this level.
Yeah, that's right, and it's something you guard against. You try to guard against, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen them do it on kickoffs, punts, and you know, a young man goes down there and he's trying to scoop it up and keep it from going between his legs, and his knee touches, and even if it comes close to touching, they're going to blow it dead. They can't see it.
Yeah, and Coach, you know, I understand for a safety reason why that rule is there, but part of me wants to say, look, if, you know, these kids watch NFL football on Sunday, and they think that's the ultimate rule.
Well, yeah.
But it's not. Because they could get up and go.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And if you don't get touched, you can just keep running.
Yeah.
Anytime.
And you could do that there, but they play with a little different rule than we do at the high school and collegiate levels. And this time we run it out of bounds on the far side over on the Cherokee sideline. Josh Collins.
That's an old school quick pitch. I mean, we haven't seen that, and that was a great that's a great play. Positive yards.
Yeah.
You
Got
can't.
about 6 yards.
Yeah, you don't. You know, that's a play that comes out of the Arrow playbook. You open it up, you pull a tackle out there over the top to lead block for him, and you pitch it to him, and he's underway.
So now second down, we need about 5. Just underway here with the fourth quarter.
They have some weak side passing game here.
Gabe fires at left side, got Cooper over here, and he gets it out to should be enough for the first down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it may be. It's going to be real close right here, Gary. They may have to measure this one unless somebody sees more than we do.
Yeah, depends on which spot they go by, but it's very close and should be enough. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Referee says move the sticks, boys.
Yep.
And so now first down, Maroon Devils. And, you know, we're going to try to mention some of these seniors here. I hope this is not going to be their final home game at Swain County Memorial Stadium as Josh Collins carries.
Yeah, and got the ball knocked out right at the line of scrimmage, and Cherokee recovered.
And it's going to be Cherokee's ball, so another turnover. And one of their big linemen coming out with the ball. That's big number 77. That's Zacchaeus Waddy.
Yeah.
And
he got hit right at the line of scrimmage just after he hooked up with Gabe, and that defensive end closed and hit the football and knocked it out and dinged Collins up.
And talking about some of our seniors, we're going to try to recognize them here tonight. John Parton, Zach Stepp, Donovan Groenwald, Cameron Blankenship not playing tonight. He's been injured. Gavin Lanning, Cooper Hyatt, Gage Jones, Carson Taylor, Connor Driver, Zach Torres. Those are our seniors on this Maroon Devil football team. And as I mentioned, I hope they get another home game. Got a timeout here by Cherokee. Coach, we know they're going to be playing another game next Friday. We're going to be in the playoffs. Cherokee will be in the playoffs. Everybody in our conference will be in the playoffs. But now the question is, will we play at home? Will we play on the road? So.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a road game. I'm just going to go out there, and it's better than a 50% shot right now with the way things are going.
With a loss.
And especially with another loss tonight. So,
yeah,
I don't know for sure or certain. I don't hang your hat on that. But if I had to bet today, it'd be a road game.
And we were talking about the RPI earlier. Obviously, with a loss tonight, we're going to be dropping in the RPI. Right now, we're number 11. Cherokee is 15, so Cherokee is probably going to move ahead of us some, and we'll probably drop down to near that kind of break-even line of 16 teams.
Yeah.
So we're going to be right on that bubble of playing at home or on the road.
That's exactly. It'll be close.
Yes.
It will be close. And it's according to who wins downstate in some of their bigger games and
Yes.
comes out with better records. So we'll see.
No doubt. Depends on what happens. Pretty much.
Folks like Elkin and people like that.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go with that. With the lead play again out of the shotgun set.
That's Elijah Waddy again on the carry for the Braves. And they haven't had too many negative plays here tonight as they pick up 6 on first down.
Yeah, that first down's a killer.
It is.
It is, and when they're able to execute that well on first down and pick up that many yards, they can do anything they want to on second and third down.
They absolutely can. That opens up the playbook to a big degree, doesn't it?
No, it does. It puts you in a bind, and they're going to come back out with half that wing T set again. And we can read those guards again.
This time we're bringing
there it
linebackers.
is, run the fullback trap again.
And they get about 3 yards. Going to bring up third down and a couple now. And right now, they're in no hurry because the clock is on their side.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And we're in a situation right here where some miraculous things would have to happen for us to get back in this thing. What I mean by that is turnover, score.
Yes.
Yeah, stop them, turnover, stop them again, score. I mean, almost immediately to get back in this thing.
And we've seen a couple of, West Montgomery comes to mind on this field
yeah.
when we had that big comeback in the
yeah.
playoffs.
Oh yeah,
One of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it was amazing. So now Braves with a third down, and they need almost 3, and they're just going to run the
a
again
little
the
bit of
fullback,
option. Yeah,
just right up the gut, and he is very well. He's
quarterback.
short.
Your quarterback kept the ball, and the idea was for him just to fall for a first down, get up the line. Run
close.
the ball to the right line of scrimmage and fall for a first down, and he's close. I don't know how close he is. I can't hardly tell.
Yeah, fourth down.
We're going to call it fourth down.
Yeah, about a foot, maybe foot and a half.
Yeah.
And he's going to come back in and probably do the same thing.
Oh yeah, they'll do something of that nature. Don't know if it'll be that or not, but.
So Bradley's going to be under center. They've used him under center and some in the gun, some in the pistol. They've
wing T set again.
And there he goes
Wedge
again.
blocking, diving for a first down.
And he got it that time, looks like, at the 19-yard line.
Yeah.
So, again, Bradley on the carry, the senior quarterback for the Braves, who's had a solid night tonight.
Oh, yeah, very solid. He's done everything that his coaches asked him to do, and he's controlled their offense and made some big plays and not mishandled the ball.
And you look at the rushing stats, this says a lot, Coach. Cherokee, 34 running plays, 213 yards. Maroon Devils, 30 running plays, 125 yards.
Yeah, it just
and now a penalty flag. Yeah. Got a sportsmanlike against the Maroon Devils, and that happened apparently while the ball was dead.
It was a dead ball, but I don't even know where it came from.
So somebody probably said something. I'm just guessing. That normally is the case with a dead ball.
Yeah, not real sure. I'm not sure who was involved in it even.
Right. So now they're going to spot the ball at the 9-yard line. That's going to bring up a first and goal. Braves now with a commanding 28-0 lead and threatening to add to that lead. Now the officials are trying to get the ball set. And
I'm not real sure what's going on over
I
there
know.
with the chains now.
They don't have
We're
to worry
lost.
about, don't have to worry about the chains because it's at the 9-yard line. They can't get a first down.
That's kind of strange what he did right there. He actually grabbed that marker and moved it. I don't know what's going on.
Oh boy. So now first and goal, Braves. Bradley's back in the shotgun again. Got a man right behind him. That's his tailback.
There's that waggle play again. He's going to
kind of a
keep
busted
it.
play.
It was. That's why he pulled it and kept it. It was a waggle play designed to give it to that fullback, and the fullback moved towards him, and he moved towards him, and they ran into each other.
Yeah,
so he just pulled the ball and took off with it.
Yeah, no gain. Second down and 9. So kind of ran into each other. But with 8:15 and counting, I don't think they're worried a whole lot.
No, they're not. They're just going to take their time. They're watching that 20 or that end zone clock tick down. They'll take as much time off of it as they can every time. Keep running the football and keeping the clock running.
And that's the name of the game when you have a comfortable lead and you have things under control. Second down, again, Twins on the left side here on second down, and still about 9 to go.
There's a counter trap again.
And they run it to the right side down to about the 3-yard line. It's going to be Chase Calhoun. One thing about the Braves, they have, Elijah Waddy, Forkiller, and Bradley, 3 of their key backs that are going to be seniors and, of course, graduating. But they have some good people back, like Michael Driver, like Chase Calhoun. Very good backs back next year.
Exactly, and they're just reloading is all they're doing. They're not rebuilding.
And the Braves have always had good linemen over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Good size, and it's sometimes it just comes down to having the right skill people.
It does, and having the people and getting them in the right places.
That's it. This time they run to the right side, and this time, the fullback bounces off, and on second effort is inside the 1-yard line. Almost got it in.
Yeah, he got knocked backwards, and he broke loose from the tacklers and just kept his feet moving and bounced over the top and picked up. He's down to about the 1-yard line.
So now it's going to bring up, as that should be 3rd and 1, I believe, 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. And so now the Braves again taking their time, not in any hurry, with still 20 seconds on the play clock. And the split backs behind Bradley. And 3 wide receivers, a little bit of a different set, but, they're just going to run it, and they do. And that's going to provide 6 points.
6 points. It's one of those wheels came off thing. It's once the momentum, we've not had any. Just a little bit driving the football at times tonight, a couple of times on defense. But outside of that, no, it's all been Cherokee's game.
Oh, no doubt about it. Just like the scoreboard shows, they have dominated play in just about every facet. And you look at yardage, 42 plays, 290 yards. We've had 41 plays, only one less play, but half the yardage at 144.
We'll run the 2-point conversion again out of the gun.
Bradley throwing for the end zone, and he's got his man in the end zone. 2-point conversion, so that makes it
He makes it look easy. He does. He's smooth tonight. He's throwing and running the football. He has looked as smooth as I've ever seen him look, really.
And again, that's his tailback, Michael Driver, back there in the end zone with that 2-point conversion. And Cherokee's execution has been impressive.
Yeah, just flawless, basically.
They have performed exactly the way they have wanted to. Fans, stay tuned. We'll take a break, and we'll come back here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. 6:29 to play here on the final game of the regular season. Cherokee kicks off. Cooper Hyatt picks it up at the 20. Trying to get a block. Josh Collins blocking in front of him here. Turns the corner and goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And as we mentioned, the playoff brackets coming out tomorrow. And, it's hard to believe, Coach, but not too far down the line, we're not that far away from basketball season.
Oh, I know. And
it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's the season. To me, has flown by. I know it's been tough on these coaches and on the players with the way the scheduling's been, all these COVID issues. As we knew we were going to have some, you just don't know where it's going to pop up.
That's it. And a lot of these guys play basketball. Back to throw is going to be Gabe throwing it down the left side up for grabs, and 2 guys going for the ball. Penalty flag in. And that's probably going to be interference over there on Malachi Fourkiller.
Yeah, I think he was using his hands a little too much to force him outside. He had hip-to-hip coverage on our receiver, but he started using his hands a little bit too much, and that'll get you every time.
And I know, for example, a couple of these guys like Carson Taylor, Cooper Hyatt are really very good basketball players as well as football, just like some of the Braves. Some of these guys play more than one sport and play it very well.
It's a 1A school.
Yes.
You got to have them do it. You got to have them do that.
We know that well, don't we?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, we got the tight end and the twins into the boundary here. This may be a veer to the wide side. Let's see. Nope, in here to the short side.
And we run it over there on the right side of the line across the 45. And coming up on the tackle over there, again, they have a lot of big boys up front. There's plenty of size on both sides of this line. That was James Reed. He's 6'3", 235. He looks bigger than that.
Yeah, he does. He's a big young lad.
Yes. Neither team with any lack of size as far as physical bodies up front on the offensive and defensive line. Second down now for the Maroon Devils, 5:40 to play. Gabe back to throw. Firing one hops it. That's going to be incomplete. That'll stop the clock as he tried to get it over here to haven't had much luck trying to get the ball to Cooper, his go-to guy. Cooper coming into this ball game has had 14 catches, 260 yards, but not tonight.
No, it's just not been in his favor. It's not been in Gabe's favor or in Hyatt's favor. Simply, either the ball's been underthrown or overthrown, and the body position that Hyatt's been in, he's either been down on the ground or it's been up over his head, and normally he makes some of those plays. He's just not having that kind of night.
So now Twins out on the left side as the clock shows 5:35 to go. Right now the Braves 5 men up front. And here comes Gabe running it to the left side. Cuts it outside, has some room down the left sideline. 35-30, 25-20. Jumps over one Brave, and there's a late penalty flag coming in. And one of our best offensive plays of the whole night.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what he's going to, what the flag's all about.
Unless he potentially got hit out of bounds. I don't know.
It was thrown by the back judge back here in the secondary, so I'm not real sure whether there was a hold on it or somebody blocked somebody in the back, but it may have been on a Cherokee defender. It looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be on the defense as the Braves are backing up inside the 20-yard line. 5:25 to play. Braves in control. Personal foul against the Maroon Devils.
Well, then.
Wow, so that's going to move it back.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what. I didn't see it.
Didn't either.
I guess it was there, but it was the judge out here at the very back in the secondary who threw the flag. So I'm not real sure what he saw or what he thought he saw.
Just a frustrating night with the penalty flags as 5:25 to play. So now instead of the ball inside the 20, that comes back to the 33-yard line. The line of scrimmage, first down and 10. So good offensive play, but boy, that penalty at the end sure stings. As we're trying to get some points on the board here. And here comes Groenwald running to the right side, trying to turn us the corner. He does down the sideline.
Oh.
And he finally goes out of bounds and just ran out of room.
Yeah, if he hadn't run out of room, he was pretty much setting sail. He'd been down inside the 5, if not score.
That's it. He saw that end zone.
Yeah, he outran all their defenders to the edge out here, and they were trailing him, but they couldn't catch him.
And that's one guy. We're going to miss all our seniors, but Donovan Groenwald has been a big part of this team.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be hard to replace.
Yeah, it will be, and he's He's real. He plays his heart and soul out. Gets dinged up a lot simply because he plays hard. And he throws his body around out there.
He does. And talking about our seniors, while we have a break in the action, a timeout on the field, let's again recognize our seniors, knowing that we do have another game next week. But just want to again commend our seniors, Zach Torres, Connor Driver, two of our big senior linemen up front. So we're going to have a lot of linemen coming back. Then we have, we're going to lose some good backs. Carson Taylor, Gage Jones, Cooper Hyatt, Gavin Lanning, Cameron Blankenship, Donovan Groenwald, Zach Stepp, John Partons. So got several linemen back, Coach, but we're going to lose a lot of skill people.
Yeah, we are, and it's going to be a search mission for the coaching staff to try to come up and find those replacements.
And talking about that, though, we have some good people back. People like Josh Collins, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Our quarterback, Gabe Lillard, coming back. We got Lawson Woodard, who's very capable. So we got some good people back. Lucas Sutton can play running back. So a lot of people coming back, but again, we want to salute our seniors.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to drop a game like this, and hopefully we won't get shut out. We got an opportunity here to score, and it's pretty evident we can't come back and win this thing.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
It's very frustrating, but it's one of those things that you want to win your last home game if at all possible, but it's just not in the cards for us this season.
So now at the 15-yard line, Maroon Devils have a first down and only 5, as the Braves actually got penalized for offside there. So now handoff, and here comes Carson Taylor as he runs for about 3. And talking about penalties, Braves 7 penalties, 75 yards, but the Maroon Devils 15 penalties, 129 yards, and that's a bunch of penalties.
That's when it almost equals your offensive output. You're
in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. We've had 129 yards in penalties and 197 yards in offense.
Yeah.
And that's a tough number. Lawson Woodard in the backfield. We throw it out to the right side. It's going to be complete. Donovan down inside the 3-yard line, almost got it in. That's going to bring up first down and goal for the Maroon Devils, trying to get some points on the board here.
Yeah, we're trying to every way in the world to get that ball in, and hopefully we will be able to right here on this particular drive. Save a little bit of pride here by punching this one in.
That's it. And again, we've got Dawson Fuller in there. Dawson Fuller, one of our juniors, number 20, getting some time in the backfield for the Maroon Devils. As now, let's see if we can punch it in. And Cherokee, of course, would like to pitch a shutout. So it's not like they're just going to lay down and let us roll this thing in there. And it's going to be a handoff to the right side.
Should be a touchdown.
And is it enough? Yes, touchdown. I believe that was Dawson Fuller on the carry.
Yeah, well, they gave us a bubble in the middle there. What I mean by that was they split the middle of that defense, and we ran a midline right inside that down lineman, and just he blew it right up in there where he needed to and scored.
So now coming on is going to be Gavin Lanning, who was one of our, again, talking about seniors, are going to miss him, and he's been a solid PAT man this year. He's 24 of 25. That is outstanding. Cooper Hyatt with a hole. The kick is up, and he nails another one. He's 25 of 26 this season. With 4:06 to play, 36-7 Cherokee. We'll be back here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Our Maroon Devils will kick it off. Gavin Lanning to kick it to the Cherokee Braves, and he's going to kick it deep. And going back is going to be their tailback, Michael Driver, back at the 9-yard line. Out to the 15, trying to get a block in front of him here. And now he runs out of room. Back there is big number 56, Cole Wackel, a sophomore coming up on the tackle. First time tonight we've called Cole's name, but
good tackle out there in the open field, too.
Yeah, good
Wrapped
form
him
tackle.
up, sunk his hips and drove him down.
Cole's a good-looking athlete at 6'2", 185, and we're going to see, looks like, Coach, a lot of new defensive players out here to wind this game up.
Yeah, a lot of clean numbers out there.
Yeah.
That's how you know. When you start looking around, and a lot of those numbers are clean.
Yep, we still see big Connor Driver in there, big 65. He's one of those seniors we were talking about. His jersey ain't clean. He's been in on a lot of plays tonight. Braves come out running the ball, and they
Waggle
pop it
play
outside, and they pick up about 7 on first down. And again, a lot of new faces on defense. We'll try to call some of those names. John Parton out there, Reese Winchester out there. Looks like Dawson Cody on the far side. Of course, Lucas Sutton still out there. He's one of the mainstays on defense.
Yep.
And also, as I mentioned, Cole Wackel.
Got Matthew Ferguson, I believe, 55. I see him there.
Yep, big lineman up there on that right side defensive end. So, again, a lot of new faces. And Braves now have a couple of clean jerseys out here split wide to the left side. On second down at about 4, but we expect they're going to run it, and they do.
Same play again.
And they run it right up the gut for a first down at the 29-yard line with 3 minutes to play. Also in the lineup, I'm going to have to get my my freshman roster out here, Coach. I know we got a couple of freshmen out there, I believe. Nope, I don't see a number. Oh, there he is, Brandon Frost. Brandon Frost, my bad, number 62 out there. So Brandon getting some playing time. And want to recognize all our athletes as we can. And getting ready for the playoffs next Friday. Both these teams are going to be there. Now, where they'll be is going to be determined tomorrow and who they'll be playing.
Same play to this side. They're just going to stay with it and keep the ball on the ground and keep running that clock. Try to pick up
again on the tackle.
Yeah, and they're just switching sides with it, running the same waggle look. It's a counter look with the fullback and the backside guard doing the blocking.
Big Ashton Ball out there. He's played a lot of plays tonight too. He's got his muddy jersey on, and despite the rain, Coach, and it's pretty well gone away right now, but the field looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's still in great shape, and it will be. It'll improve until the frost comes, and then it'll start turning it all brown.
Yeah, of course we got a big soccer game right here Monday, so they'll be out here, and hopefully we'll have some dry weekend. Oh, we almost got him in the backfield, but popping out there again is going to be Michael Driver, and he's going to be getting Cherokee another first down, and that they're going to be able to wind up the clock here with a minute and a half to play.
Yeah, ran the isolation, just running their basic offense right now without not handling the ball a lot. The quarterback just turns around and opens up his hips and hands the ball off.
So with these two, Cherokee Brave fans are going to be happy going back home. Not a huge crowd on either side of the field here tonight. And now they're just putting a guy back there as a safety valve in case the ball gets dropped on the snap. But Braves have this one in the bag, and they're in the victory formation. And we've got a couple of guys out there not realizing that. And
well, they're out there playing. They just they forget kind of what's going on. He just came off the ball like he's supposed to when it was snapped, and you do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. And looks like they're going to have to snap it one more time, and the Brave fans are celebrating, and they have had a dominating win here tonight. 36-7 is going to be our final score, and this will be the final play of this final night of the regular season here in 2021, as the playoffs will begin next Friday. There's the final snap. Everybody's cool, and now it's all over, and the Braves can celebrate their win. And tomorrow, North Carolina High School Athletic Association will have the brackets. They'll have those online for 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A. A lot of folks, we got to remind them, Coach, there's not going to be a big 1A and a little 1A. It's just going to be 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A. Only one group in each division.
Yeah, and that's the way the High School Athletic Association wanted it years ago when we first divided the 1A up because of there was no parity left. I mean, we were playing schools with close to 800 students in their student body, and it just wasn't a fair fight anymore, you know.
Yeah, and so now that's the way it's going to be. And we mentioned we're going to be in the playoffs next Friday. The entire Smoky Mountain Conference will be. Looks like Robbinsville and Murphy will be the top 2 seeds. They'll get a home game. The other 4 teams in the conference probably are looking at road games. We'll find out when those brackets are released tomorrow. But it's been a hard week for the Maroon Devils. Literally 1 week. We played last Friday against Murphy. We played Tuesday against Robbinsville. We played Cherokee tonight. And they are right now the top 3 teams in the league, playing all 3 teams in 1 week.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been it was murderer's row, that's for sure. We didn't. That's not what we wanted, but that's what we ended up with.
Oh, no doubt about it. Well, Coach, I know we won't be able to bring our fans live video starting in the playoffs. We're hoping that something can be worked out. We can at least bring live audio for folks who want to listen, but the state sets that rule that we can't have the live video in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's our last live broadcast on the internet, so everything will be either audio or but it won't be visual and the audio anymore. But you know, we'll still be there. We'll be there till the end.
That's it, no doubt about it. Fans, our final again, Cherokee 36, I'm Maroon Devil 7. Join us next Friday. We'll be back with more Maroon Devil football here with the audio on the Maroon Devils Network. So long.